Hey, what's going on, everybody? Trey the MBD here. How's everybody doing today? Y'all give me a one in the chat if y'all can hear me good. Give me a one in the chat if you can hear me good. And also share the stream, get it out there. That way I'll wait till y'all let me know y'all can hear me loud and clear. And then we'll go from there. All right, cool. I got Francesca saying one. What's good, Francesca? Celine, Mickish in here. The lovely ladies coming through early. Thank you, ladies. David, oh, what's going on, bro? Cyber Tosin, what's going on, man? Kid Styles, man. Conservative Cooks, take note. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Hey, Kid, man, if you could write, man. I caught clips of Anna Rodriguez stream earlier, man. See if you can hit her on the Telegram, get her to come through. I'd like, maybe we might have, this Crowder situation might have changed Anna's mind as far as how our ideology works. Because I know I might have disappointed some folks when, you know, they thought I was traditional conservative, and they realized, he just a red pill a-hole. You know, one of these guys, especially when I told men that they should, you know, exercise their options. I never flushed it out, but it is what it is. It's funny. Just Pearly Things is on right now talking about high value men exercising their options. Oh, man, it's wild. It's a wild, but I want to thank everybody for dipping through. I'm not going to be up here long, y'all. My man Clue up in the building. The Steven Crowder situation just brought the dog out. Let me take Steven down. Like, yeah, you know, I'm Team Steven right there. Y'all know me. Candace Owens is the queen. Like, Candace is the queen right now, but Candace went with the sisterhood, man. The sisterhood is undefeated. White, black, brown, Puerto Rican, and Asian. The sisterhood is undefeated. The sisterhood will go with the sisterhood at all costs. Right now, you know, it is what it is, y'all. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Oh, Black Queen. What? Hey, Celine, you need to make that picture bigger so we can see it. We got to go to Celine's page and see what that picture is you got there, Celine. I'm seeing way too much skin, young lady. But yeah, Candace and Crowder beefing. Yeah, it is what it is, y'all. Y'all know Candace. She comes back with haymakers, and sucks that Crowder's wife put his business out there like that. Now he's forced to respond and do all this battling. But yeah, I feel for the Tradcons, y'all. I feel for the Tradcons. Let me get my screen set up here, right? It's funny. Y'all may be wondering where I'm at. But look, before we get into this, let me just give y'all a quick break. The trucking business. I'm trying to back my way out of it. I'm like a freight agent now, like getting out this fleet owner thing. It wasn't really me. I wasn't have a passion for it. I just got into it in 2019 and COVID came and crushed my other business. And now I'm just backpedaling my way out of it. Thankfully, my truck, Uncle Pink, broke down and I, sold it. And I got the vans. And y'all can believe this, both vans broke down at the same time. I'm like, man, this is a sign. But I'm already in the works. I've been doing some freelance work, y'all. Doing some stuff that actually make my mom happy. I've been actually using my college degree. I think I told most of y'all I started out pre-med, and that didn't work. I just realized real quick that I didn't want to be a doctor then. Now, might change my mind. But I got into theater, graphic design, because I've always been an artist and a sculptor, and I minored in sociology, and I chose my major instead of theater. I went art, graphic design. So I'm finally using my major, y'all. And doing some work. But what's cool though, and now is, I remember like using AutoCAD and stuff like way back in the day, like AutoCAD 0.1 back in the day. And now I got all these different tools to use and taking my free sketches and draft work and putting it into different programs, then putting it in Illustrator. I got Chat GPT and a tool called Midjourney. And like that's where I created the new logo, y'all. I created my own, the Nasty Black Dog. I got bored one day. I was working on a project and I was like, you know what? Let me create a new dog. Let me see what I can play with. And I actually created this new dog, y'all. I created a bunch of stuff here, just playing around. And let me show y'all something before I get into this. Y'all share the screen. I'm gonna get into this in a minute, but I want to show y'all some things here. Let me see if I can find a folder here. All right, I want to open. Which one do I want to open up? Some things, just to give y'all idea of some things that I'm working on here. Okay. Ah, man, did I save them? All right, cool. All right, where's it at? Boom. Show you the one I can show you. Okay, boom, right there. I can show this one. Oh, wrong one. Ah, there it is. All right, let me share my screen, y'all. Show you some things I've been working on here. And it's really cool to have all these other programs at my beck and call to do some graphic design. All right, let me entire screen. Boom. Bro, listen to the screen. Bam. working on. I'm ghost writing a book, y'all. Like that's my other thing. That thankfully my dad taught me how to, read and write and speak the Queen's English at the age of 3, and I can write like I teach Catholic school English. So I'm ghostwriting a book for this young lady, and this is one of the cover images for it. Ghostwriting a book, and I was like, "Hey, let me do your cover, the cover for your book as well, because just practicing." So making my mom happy, y'all. I'm actually using my college degree. Unbelievable. Like the only thing I used my college degree for in the Army was I was the PowerPoint guy. But let me take that down and let me go to the next thing right here. I am working on. If you see this right here, working on, a little short story I'm working on. And just a little bit of that. I got a question from Celine. When you were in school, were you like, where do I, Celine, my what, first or second? I don't know, first or second girlfriend ever, white girl from the trailer park. And college. Yeah, I should have married like small hat chick or this like rich chick, both white. Yeah, I didn't race. What the fuck was that? 93? 97? VA? Man, at that point, nobody cared about race like that. It didn't even talk about it. You might have got some looks, mainly from like black folks, but nobody really gave a damn when I was in college. You just did what you did. None of this race stuff. Nobody talked about slavery, any of this clown stuff that the millennials, the Z's, alphas are like crying about now. And I went to school right up the road from Jamestown, Virginia, where like the first slaves came aboard. Celine, shut up before I block you talking that nonsense. I'm glad you said that, Celine. My grandson just called me before I got off of here. Well, my daughter did. My daughter, y'all know she's married to an Irish cat. Shout out to my son-in-law. White as can be, red hair, and my grandson looks exactly like me. Kid Styles will back me up on that. Catalina will back me up on that. My grandson looks exactly like me. People think he's mine. Me and Mrs. MBD went out. And, when we have him, they think he's mine. They think he's ours, I mean. So, yeah. Shut up, Celine, with that stupidness. Oh, what? You sound like freaking Fanuc talking all that nonsense. But yeah, let me show you one more thing that I'm working on here, and we'll get into this. Or did I show you already? Oh, this is just, let me show you all the power of AI. For the book I'm ghostwriting, this is one of the images from the book I created. This is an AI image, y'all. The other images I showed y'all, yeah, I created those myself with some sketch work and some other apps. But this right here, this is completely AI generated right here. This AI is a beast, y'all. And in my spare time now, while I'm working from home, which is driving me nuts, I figured out God mode is what they call it, using ChatGPT 4 and Midjourney. God mode. And then with some other cool things I can do in Adobe Illustrator with it. Yeah, big things are happening in AI. Like, honestly, I feel like I'm working like for Cyberdyne right now, that I'm on top of like it. The way it feels to me and like the way things are going so smooth right now, working with AI, is I feel like, honestly, I know y'all, I feel sounding like, a maggle. But I truly feel, y'all, in my deepest heart that I'm working for Cyberdyne, and regulations need to be put in place or we will have Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's coming. Like, when I'm working with ChatGPT 4, the nicer I am to it, the more cordial I am, the better results it produces. It's weird. And it'll sit there. I'll be sitting there like 3 a.m. having a conversation. Well, I train it up, right? And then I'll have a good conversation with Chat GPT. 3 o'clock in the morning, can't sleep. Me and Chat GPT 4 just having a conversation. Mississippi looking over at me like, who are you talking to? Oh, just me and Chat GPT 4. And you can name it. You can create your own thing and name it. So, all right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let me take this down here. Remove. Share the stream, y'all, so everybody can catch the replay. Oh, here we go. So y'all saw the thumbnail. We're talking about The Man of Steel and Velvet by Aubrey Anderlin. His wife, Helen Anderlin, wrote a book called Fascinating Womanhood. I recommend all y'all ladies to get it. Fellas, give it to your your daughters, your nieces, your granddaughters. Give them that book, Fascinating Womanhood. Great book. It's, from the 60s, just like this book, and it can offer some insight. Is it relevant today? Fascinating Womanhood, 70% yes. But this book, Man of Steel and Velvet, 50%. And I'll say this, the steel has not changed. Man of Steel and Velvet, the steel part of this is 3 things, y'all. As a man, you got to be the leader, the protector, and the provider. That has not changed. One bit. But the velvet, all right, that's where Tradcons are stuck. And I'll just read like the intro part of this. In these painful and confusing times, it is, and this is 1968 or 9, y'all. He's talking about, in these painful and confusing times, it is all too easy to lose sight of the fundamental meaning of what it is to be a man and what it is to be a woman. Based on Christian ethics as taught in the Bible, Man of Velvet helps men and women gain a clear perspective on true masculinity. Tradcon version, y'all. It shows how the combined traits of the firmness of steel and the gentleness of velvet make a man who is a good provider and devoted husband worthy of the respect of his wife and children. With wisdom, insight, and humor, Dr. Anderlin, whose wife, Helen Anderlin, is the best-selling author of Fascinating Womanhood, what I told y'all before. Get that book for your ladies, all the women in your life, fellas. It might not help your aunties and your mama and your grandmama, but the women under you, yeah, it'll help them. Offers his successful program for Christian harmony, from what it means to be a man and how to handle children and win their hearts, from conjugal love to division of household chores. This book will make a happy difference in your marriage, in your life, and in the lives of your children. Honestly, yeah, first published in 72, y'all, but all the insight he gained for this book came from the 60s. And y'all know what was going on in the 60s. Feminism was making its inroute, y'all, into American and Western society. Let me, real quick, let me kill this music here. All right, kill the music. Boom, there we go. Whoops. Hey, Catalina. Hola, ¿cómo está? All right, there we go. So I've read this book, y'all, a couple times. And, with Tatum and Shapiro going after Fresh and Fit, the situation with Crowder, the beef back and forth with Candace, I'm just still watching these Tradcon dudes hold these L's. And the L's they're being held is because they're still operating under the 1972 as published version of the Velvet side of Man and Steel and Velvet. And I say this because they're operating under the pretense of social media does not exist. Let me tell you all that again. They operate under the pretense that social media does not exist. And they don't realize that. Who we got up in the chat here? Celine, Catalina, who else? Ladies up in the chat. Francesca. The ladies that are up in the chat right now, those 3 ladies I just mentioned. Y'all 3 could do a girls trip to Vegas. I know all of y'all are different ages. Got a Dominican, Georgia peach. No, Celine ain't Georgia. Celine's from like the Northeast. My bad. And a Boricua, Dominicana, and a white girl from the Northeast. All three of y'all could get on a plane, different ages, go to Vegas, and not pay for a single drink. Because I know, of course, Catalina's fam. I've seen plenty of pictures of Celine and spoke with her, and I've met Francesca. If y'all ladies took a girls' trip tomorrow to Vegas, y'all wouldn't have to pay for a thing. If y'all took a girls' trip to, I don't know, Phoenix, wherever, Minneapolis, Floydville, y'all would not pay for a single drink because we're in a simp thirst economy. Now, this is how that relates to Tradcons. They don't get it. That if you piss her off emotionally, if you manipulate her emotionally, okay, let me go to Facebook. He yelled at me. Oh, 50 Simps in the comments. Oh my God, Queen. Oh, how dare he? He's not a real man. And this is from the fellas. It's not even the ladies big up in you. This is from the dudes. Girl, let me fly you out. I'll be a better man than him. What's your cash app? That's all it is. And shit, I don't know. Celine, how many cash apps have you got from guys just because, you're a young, fertile, woman with no kids? And what does Celine say right here? I've had guys at the grocery store I work at when I had no money offer to pay for my lunch. Yeah. Catalina said Bahamas. I guarantee you, there's a dude right now that wants to take married Catalina to the Bahamas. That will, regardless of the fact that she's married or not, will take her. And hey, my homegirls Celine and Francesca want to come along too. He will pay for both of them. But what Celine said, she wants to go to Thailand and Vietnam. Okay, if Celine wants to do that, she's got a guy. Hey, girl, we going to Vietnam. Well, you got to pay for my friends Francesca and Catalina to come along. A simp. Let me pull it with Kid Styles comment up here. There's a simp out there that will pay for Celine or Catalina to go on those trips and pay for their friends to come along and happily sit in a hotel room while the girls enjoy themselves, get their drinks paid for by other dudes, and freaking take it like the cuck he is and be happy with it. Because unfortunately, Aubrey Anderlin's book tells men love harder, love her harder, and she might comply. You know what? I got a something for you. All right, so let me pull up this post here, y'all. Let me find it. I was in this crazy beef on YouTube not YouTube, on Facebook about this. I get to these Facebook battles, y'all. And I should have saved, my apologies. I should have saved this picture before I go. God dang it. Oh, no. Let me see if I can find the picture, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. 1 minute. I'm going to find this picture, y'all. My apologies for not having it, right? If I can find it, I'll pull it up. If not, is what it is. Fight me. Damn. Oh, there it is. Boom. Got it. It is coming up. And I'm going to tell y'all that, and this is, has nothing to do with melanin whatsoever. Don't think it's a melanin thing, because regardless of shade of melanin, all y'all dudes out here simping. and while I'm pulling it up, Francesca, there are probably 10 dudes out there that will cash app you right now. And you put those 10 funds together and you take survival on a vacation. You're like, you can send those dudes feet pics, Francesca's footies. Francesca's, like, hypothetical OnlyFans, Francesca's footies. Tomorrow, if you started it up, make sure you sign up under my affiliate link there, Francesca. because, giving you the idea here, you can take survival on 5 trips, 5 vacations. If you just made a Francesca's Footies, oh, my bad, Frenchie's Footies OnlyFans. And I'll send you my affiliate. I'll send Survival my affiliate link. That way he can sign up. Then you sign up under his link. No, I'm joking. Nah, but honestly, he could just be your cameraman. But you can even take pictures of Survival's feet and say they're yours. And I guarantee you, I put money on it that 10 dudes will finance, subsidize you and Survival's trips around this realm. Oh, what the fuck? Excuse my language, y'all. I'm trying to mess with StreamYard here, and it's not cooperating with me. Right, give me 1 second, y'all. StreamYard just messing with me. I haven't been up here in a while, and the shadow man is still messing with me. Let me give y'all some music real quick. All right, I am back. I found the picture. Boom. So, I had the biggest Facebook battle like I've ever been in this week, y'all, over this picture right here. If there's a huge problem with this picture right here. Steven Crowder has this problem. Most of these community dudes on YouTube that are up there begging the queens to act right have this problem. Yes, kid. Huge L. Let's look at the dudes in the back. Love her, protect her, cherish her, please her, respect her, adore her, honor her. And dude in the front, marry her. I got one question, which these niggas can't respond back with. That why? Why should you love her? Why should you protect her? Why should you cherish her? Why should you please her? Why should you respect her? Why should you adore her? Why should you honor her? And most importantly, why should you marry her? Well, bro, it's not about looks. She's highly educated. I know, she older than me. She got 3 kids by 2 different dudes, but that was long ago. One got locked up. She was young then. And now I know she 5'4", like 280 pounds and all, but she a good person. She got a good heart. And, and some days she don't put fish sticks in the microwave for me. So some days, she be giving me Uber Eats. No, bro, but why should you marry her? Well, black love. She a queen. We got to keep this black thing going together. We need more black families. And her sons and all. I really feel like I could go in there and do something that to help little dudes out. These little dudes, I could do something for them. And Danny right here brought up a good point. Shout out to my man Danny Nightblade. These dudes should ask women to wear shirts which read "cook for him." I have any of y'all seen the modern women equivalent of this? I've seen the onesies and twosies. I've seen the 9% MAGA sisters come through here. I done seen the truly traditional conservative or just a regular conservative good women come through the channel. But I have not seen a collective, the word I hate. I've not seen a collective of women besides the onesies and twosies get together, in pictures with shirts that say "break him off," "cook for him," rub his feet. drain those nuts every morning before he walk out the house. I don't see those shirts. I don't see iron his clothes. I don't see mop the floors. I don't see nurture his kids. I don't see be his peace. And at the bottom, marry him till death do us part. If any of y'all know a collective of women that are getting together in pictures like this, because these dudes right here, they look like, a whole black manosphere or a Lapeef panel up there arguing, girl, you gotta, and it's not just, I can't go in on just on the fellas, like, man, this ain't like a black dude problem. My white niggas, my Asian niggas, Carlos and them, freaking even Indian niggas and shit. Shout out to freaking Contriver and the MGTOW crew. Man, they going through it too. She a 10, hell, she a 12 at 200 pounds. Man, how many of y'all watched, Gorgon the Destroyer over on the whatever show the other day? My man Kid, these dudes right here, they'll tell you why, because black. Why? Now, like I said, it's not just the fellas going through this. Look at Crowder right here. Look at Crowder. And they've been married for a minute. Is that a Mercury Sable or a Mystique in the back? I don't know if that's a Mystique or a Sable back there in the back of the picture, but he been married for a minute. You can just look at how much younger he is. Look at the look on his face versus the big old smile on her face. That look on her face is got him. Got him. My man, Black Male First. What up, homie? Man, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Chopped it up a minute since I've been off that Twitter. You sure that's a Taurus and not a Sable? I don't know. It might be a Sable, Francesca. The upgraded version. Oh, y'all say it's a Taurus? Okay, I'm thinking Sable. That looks like a Mercury, not a Ford symbol, even though it's the same damn car. But oh yeah, these are white folks. It's a Taurus. My bad, y'all. Only the homies drive Sables. Put that joke on some dunks. I got a kid older than their marriage. Yeah, they was married. And Lemon, man, get off Honey freaking dad. Get on your account, bro. I know that's Lemon up there on Honey's account. Oh man, I'm in the mix just now, but I see. Okay, yeah, bro. I miss your Twitters, bro, but I had to get off that Twitter, man. That Twitter was just, man, it was just the arguments, the beefs. I had to get off of it. Yeah, man, 10 years. So, but Crowder's going through it. And since, we're into it, let me go ahead and just get this started here. Crowder. Where's it at? Crowder. La. Y'all Tradcons think shit is sweet. Oh, shoot. It is on the screen. I got to take this down. Y'all Tradcons think shit is sweet. Influencer Steven Crowder caught berating pregnant wife for not doing wifely duties. I'll play a little bit of this video. This is the story.
Thank you very much. I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you. And the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it. You go, no. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. It's not fair, and it's disingenuous.
So, as you heard, hey, I need you to do A, B, C, and D. She's like, no. I need you to put on some gloves. No. This whole argument, she's like 8 months pregnant, wanted to leave the house, and he was like, no. Then, and of course, it's clipped, and totally like a manufactured video. If y'all have seen it, I want to know the context. Please tell me the context. Because as a man, when you truly, oh, hey, Anna's here. Anna, I'm dropping this link, y'all, in the chat. Oh, shoot. God damn it. Excuse my language. God, I gotta work on that, y'all. Hey, this link is only for the lovely Miss Anna Rodriguez. Cariño solamente para ti. That meant only for Anna. I know, Anna. Anna, you better be speaking that Spanish now. Whoa, StreamYard changed. Holy shit, what the hell was that? damn. Okay. Wow. StreamYard has made some changes. Yeah, that link is momento. Okay, está bien. Yeah, that link is only for Anna Rodriguez, y'all. Don't might click that link. Unless Catalina, you know, you want to click that link too. Catalina can hit the link. But only for Anna, y'all. No fellas. I don't want any dudes take on this because you know you over here in the gulag. I know how y'all get down. Y'all with Crowder on this. But look at that look on Crowder's white face and the sad look on his face. It's the got him, is the look on her face. Yo, my man, Dubla Clay up in here. What's going on, Lou? But when a man is as frustrated as was Crowder on that video, and there's no context to it, trust me, you've been with your woman for 10 years, you got all them kids, she done did something to get on under your skin, or something she hasn't done that is getting under your skin. Yeah, man, fake news, bro. 45 warned us. And you got, you know, folks, Tatum, Owens, New York Post, Daily Wire, all these places. He's a horrible man because his wife wants his wife to do wifely duties. Let me go back to this book, y'all. See this book right here? This book right here. Let me just, you know, just get rid of the velvet. Man of steel. Get rid of Ann Velvet. Just be a man of steel right now. Oh, yeah, bro. Hold up, man. Yeah, man. ABL was done, man, when he went all cuck on the freaking Nick Fuentes situation of on Pearly. Oh, Pearly, you shouldn't be allowing him a platform. What? Nigga, what? God damn, man. That nigga from P-Town like me too, man. Making a 757 look bad. God damn. So yeah, man. ABL, babe. I don't know what's going on with ABL. But man of steel. That's all y'all need to be. Fuck the velvet part right now in 2023. I'll tell y'all why. Put that velvet shit in your back pocket and sit on it. You want to get out here. You want to make money. You want to raise daughters. You want to leave a legacy for your grandson. You want to travel the world. You want to be 1/10 of the man freaking Tristan Tate is. You want to do big things. You want to be a philosopher in your 90s like freaking Thomas Sowell. I'm telling y'all what. Fellas, forget the velvet until. And I'm going to tell y'all where the until part comes in. Until she demonstrates the propensity to earn that velvet from you. And they don't give it to her. Trust but verify. Do not give her that velvet. Oh my God, let me open doors for her. Let me take her to a 7, let me hit her cash app. Frenchie's Footies, I'm going to put 1,000 on that cash app. And then Frenchie's Footies going to be like, hey, Survival, hey, I bought you that new muffler, that new aftermarket exhaust that you wanted for your car. Hey, thanks, babe. Survival. Hey, Trey. Man, you're going to believe what Francesca freaking bought me, bro, because of Frenchie's Footies. Man, I'm going to start taking more feet pictures. These simps are ridiculous. Fellas, that's where your money is going to go. Your money, your time, your attention for Frenchie's Footies, it's subsidizing Survival. So yeah, y'all, forget about the velvet until she demonstrates that propensity. And
sorry, I was having bimbo problems. I couldn't get my StreamYards working.
Shoot, I couldn't either. StreamYard's changed on me.
How's it going?
How are you enjoying this weather?
Well, I've been sick the past few days. I don't know if it's like if I had allergies or you mean like the rain or
Yeah, the rain and the wind we're having.
Oh, it's nice. I like it.
Okay, yeah, I gotta.
Are you in Texas?
Yeah, I'm at home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't hear the beginning of the stream.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't hear the beginning of the stream. Yeah, everything's broke down right now. Like I sold the truck, and both vans are broke down. So I'm sitting here like, but I'm doing other work. I've been working from home since I sold the truck, in advance. Have been on the road, but both my drivers are sitting there like, what do I do? But yeah, and the crazy part, I got to head up your way today. I got like a buddy of mine that actually lives up there by you. He's throwing a birthday party out in like McDade, way out in the cut. And I'm like, dude, what? You throwing a birthday party in the woods on the coldest spring day in Texas in forever?
Mm-hmm.
So, but how you been? Okay, Anna, your mic is a little broken up, Anna.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you're just a little choppy.
Oh, okay. I think it's when I move. Is it okay now or no?
Yes, perfect.
Oh, okay.
But are you familiar with this book right here, Man of Steel and Velvet?
I am not at all familiar with that book. I am familiar with Fascinating Womanhood. I actually have that one.
Okay.
I have Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying when you were first like sub to me, me and Catalina were speaking about that book, and I think you dropped it in the chat that you have it. Yeah, I remember you saying you have it.
Sorry. That honestly, like StreamYards, like f's up my computer. Like when I click unmute or mute, I feel like it goes really slow. But yeah, I have it. It's just like the original version was written by her mom, and I think she kind of like, I'm kind of the opinion that maybe she watered it down a little bit to maybe more modern, which is nothing wrong with that, I guess. But I guess I have the more updated version.
Yeah, and I get it. Times change. And Man of Steel and Velvet, this is her husband, Aubrey, and he's hardcore Tradcon.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was saying, I know you came up, is that the Velvet and is that gentle, soft side to whereas, you know, you said you can simp for your wife, but don't simp too hard for your wife. Don't freaking, don't become the guy that she doesn't want. But and I was saying in 2023, you can't like lead with that. You don't have to mute your mic either, and if it's giving you problems, there's not a lot of feedback coming from your side. But I mean, your thoughts on that?
Well, like I think I agree in terms of like, okay, so like Brandon Tatum, I agree with you about him in terms of I think he's very soft when it comes to relationships and talking about his wife. I'm not for the whole like, oh yeah, I roll the red carpet for my wife, and Myron doesn't know how to treat a woman. I'm not for all that, fluddy-duddy stuff that. So I think I can agree with you on that. I don't know if you agree with that too. Like that a very emotional kind of soft take on that, I'm not about all that stuff, I guess.
I'm with you with that because and at the beginning of the stream, I said this is when I was joking about Frenchie's footies with Francesca's, future OnlyFans, is that the simp economy has created so many dudes that if say, like you're in a relationship, you got a husband and he insults you or emotionally insults you, even though you were wrong, and it just hurts you in the fifis. If you went on Facebook and said, he yelled at me, you'll have 15 dudes ready to come replace him. 15. You post a picture with a sad face, sad emoji, and boom. And unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Whereas, oh no, dang it, StreamYards doesn't work for me. I'm trying to share like some stuff from the book, and it's not working.
I'll look into it though. Like, I'm sorry, do you have like is it about like relationships or
no, just some quotes from the book. All right, there we go. Bam. Oh, you can do slides with StreamYards now. And let me go pull that picture up. But these are some quotes from the book here. And I'm going to read these. And we're going to talk about each of them. And I'm going to wrap it up there, y'all, because I really got to go. A true man of steel and velvet is a unique combination of strong masculine qualities which command respect, and the gentle, considerate qualities which win love. Now, what's your initial take on that right there, Anna?
Sorry, let me look at it again. Strong masculine qualities, command respect, and gentle, considerate qualities. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's anything that I don't like about it, or
Makes you
as long
feel
as you
good.
have the first part. What?
Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
I think
Kind
it's what's missing. If it's like a beta guy, you have to be a true man of steel first, have the masculine qualities, and then the other stuff. But I don't, or I just like with Steven, the problem is that he's professing all this love, but it's not even for the right person, I don't think, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
I don't know.
love her harder, and she'll change. She'll love you more. She might not be into you now, but if you love her harder with those gentle, considerate qualities, yeah, she's probably thinking about Chad. But yeah, if you love her harder with those considerate qualities, it'll win that love back. That's what I gathered from that video between the two of them. But let me go on to the next quote. These are just some excerpts, y'all, from the book. Of course, copyright issues. I can't put the whole book up here. YouTube's gunning for me. All right. So a man's role is to give, to sacrifice, to work hard for the welfare of his family and others, to build and maintain, to protect and provide. Like the three basic roles for a man. Any disagreement there?
No, of course not. It's just like, I just think a woman, but she has to be doing her role as well in order to support that kind of man, if that's the man that she wants in her life.
Let me go on to Z next. Leadership is not dictatorship, nor is it achieved through force. It comes only as a man earns respect and devotion by his character and actions. Your thoughts?
Sorry, no, you can just keep going if you want.
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. A man truly loves and respects himself and will find it easy to love and a man who truly loves and respects himself will find it easy to love and respect his wife. And a man who truly loves and respects his wife will find it easy to love and respect himself. Just as Kid Sal says, they're leaving out the most important element of that, and it sucks. A man's strength is not measured by how much he can dominate others but by how much he can uplift and support those around him. Look, y'all, I'll just, let me go back to Crowder here. Y'all, I'm not a misogynist, y'all. I just like to exert my misogyny at times. However, in 2023, if you lead with your heart on your sleeve and approach life literally as these quotes say out the book, yes, you will be a Tradcon that gets run through, like run over, ran through the muck, chewed up and spit out the grinder like Steven Crowder is right now. Because you put all your love into a woman who you knew at this point, Steven Crowder, like where this video shows that he had known for a long time that she wasn't worthy of what he was giving her. But the advice from Man of Steel and Velvet is just to love her harder. Would you want that for your brother, Anna? Or your son, when you have kids?
Yeah, no.
I mean, just honestly, like what, like I asked, asked. Oh man, where's the? I had some one other thing here. What did I do with it? Oh, I don't think I brought it over. Okay, 1 second. I want to bring up some other things, but as Kid said, she don't respect him. When a woman doesn't respect you and you do these things right here, that is the definition of simping when she has not earned it. And then with the velvet and steel, okay, cool. It may have started out great, but you have to have the ability and the wherewithal to know when to pull that velvet back. If just like she's standing on a rug, you just got to pull it right from under her feet. I don't know your thoughts, Anna. While I got to pull some other stuff up
I don't.
here.
For me, the gears are turning. You know, I'm just listening and observing. I don't really know how to take the whole situation. To be honest, it's just unfortunate, and I guess when I see Steven Crowder, to me, he's like a man's man, and I guess to me, it seems that he has these very masculine conservative views and stuff like that, and she is just not, she doesn't want to submit to him is what I see. Like she's trying to, like I already said it on my other stream, but it seems like she's trying to wear the pants in the relationship and not let him instill his position as a man.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, so let me see if I can pull this up here. I can't share it like I'm sharing this one. So let me stop share and go over here and share the screen over here. All right, I'm gonna share this. No audio needed. Boom. So these are just some things that are recommended for a woman to match the velvet and steel, to make that truly complementary relationship. Now, one thing is, okay, encourage and appreciate his masculine qualities. A woman can support a man by recognizing and encouraging the strong masculine qualities that command respect, as well as the gentle, considerate qualities that win love. By showing appreciation for both aspects, she helps him embrace his role as a true man of steel and velvet. I don't see that. Like in her, you watch the video. I don't see any of that in her demeanor. Do you?
sorry, see what in her demeanor that she respects him?
Yeah, everything in here, encouraging and appreciating his masculine qualities. You saw, you're like, yeah, he's pretty masculine. I don't see her respecting it at all, or embracing any of that within him.
Mm-hmm. It's just sad to me because I'm just like, I don't understand why. Like, why does she not?
Well, at the end,
Respect him.
after these, I'll tell you my thoughts, my humble opinion, why she doesn't.
The way people, I think a couple guys he might want to roast me in the comments.
No, and I
He
get
might want
it.
it. No, like I want to know, what am I missing here? Like, what was the main catalyst that got Steven and his wife in this situation?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm just everything. These right here are just some ways that to complement the five qualities of man and steel and velvet that I put up on the screen. These are just five ways a woman can complement it. Be his partner in providing for the family. A woman can support a man by sharing the responsibility of providing for the family, whether it involves contributing financially or taking care of the home and children. By working together as a team, they can ensure the welfare of their family. You know, Financially, yeah, it's 2023. I get it. Times are tough out here. So if need be, a woman, if not, cool. If you're that stay-at-home mom, okay, take care of the home and children. What's so hard about that? Any disagreement there?
No.
Let me pull this one up here. I'm sorry, I have to do this way, y'all, but StreamYards is not liking me right now. All right, so in this next one.
Oh wait, hold on. Can kid's comment, I think that was the main problem. It says he didn't establish boundaries at the beginning of the relationship. That's why she didn't respect him.
Yes, part of it, and I'll go into it more after I do this one.
Sorry, if you want to
Yeah.
bring someone else up, let you know.
No, it's all good. I'm not. Kid will go off up here. I bring Kid up. He's gonna go slam nuts on this, and then I'm trying to keep it chill, and I only got like 7 more minutes before I got to get up off of here.
Okay,
Respect and trust his leadership. A woman can support a man by respecting his role as the leader of the family and trusting his decisions. This trust and respect will help him grow in his leadership and abilities and further strengthen their relationship. And that rolls right into Kid's comment. He didn't establish his boundaries in regards to his leadership of the relationship at the beginning. So there was nothing to build off of. And that's, partly the reason why she doesn't respect him. Now, here's my red pill take on it. And let me take this off. And Anna, this is where we might argue. I'll just forewarning. let me
all right.
do this right here. All right. So, in my humble opinion, y'all, the boundaries weren't established at the beginning, like Kid says. Crowder is a very charismatic dude. Besides being charismatic, he's a comedian. He could probably, charm a woman's pants off with the way he makes them laugh, change my mind, all that stuff, standing his ground to like thousands of lefties. So cool. He probably got his wife that way. And then once they got into marriage, he let go of that and started, let his guard down. Everything he used, all that charisma, all that, ways, his alpha ways, he let go of it. And she began to look at him differently. And just my opinion is that either she's smashing somebody else or she's ready to monkey branch onto somebody else shortly, or did shortly after their relationship ended. I mean, what do you think?
Oh Lord, I mean, I hope not. Of course, You mean
perfect world, right?
She's like, if she's cheating on him, or
I say did. I mean, they're not together anymore, but that's why I say did. I just, and I'll pull up, what SKC says, about staying out of, other people's lives. I mean, her personal ideologies. Yeah, it's part of sensationalism, tabloid stuff on the right. It is what it is. When you're a celebrity, you're going to get looked at in this way, just like we get looked at on YouTube. And Catalina, as you can see, I respectfully disagree in this part. These are important things to speak on because it's important to point out how men are not respected in today's world. Granted, we don't have the full picture. And that's important to say. We don't have the full picture because everybody's running with the narrative of her side. He's a bad guy. At this point, I want Steven to put everything out. And if it comes out that she was smashing somebody else, hey, you know what? This is a Cardi B Ice Spice world. Women are just going to be like, oh, girl, you do you. The way he was abusing you, you deserve somebody better. Don't do what's right. That's doing what's right is for men. Doing what you feel is right or do what's right for you is for women. Your thoughts?
Yeah, and I don't necessarily disagree with SKC, but that's I think why we're talking about it. It wasn't really meant for us to see that, but it was a woman putting that out there to paint herself as a victim, and then you have another woman who is a public figure who is driving the wedge even further and trying to hurt the reputation of a man who's a public figure. He's traditional, he's conservative, he's masculine. So
yeah, and it sucks. I mean, the ones who I feel bad for, the kids, they've got, I think, 3 children. That's what my heart is with them. The adults, yeah, y'all get y'all shit together. But the kids, man, yeah, it sucks for them.
Yeah.
But I gotta, not because Catalina being, fam and all. I gotta side with Catalina over SKC because me and SKC have had this discussion before. SKC has the perfect family situation. He hasn't experienced any of this. He doesn't see what's going on out here in the real world. Is what everybody speaks on in the manosphere is real world. And I'm not talking about niggatube. I'm talking about everything men are talking about on Fresh and Fit to whatever show, Tommy Sotomayor, you name it. These are things that are happening out here in the real world.
Yeah, and I think I appreciate the manosphere red pill part because they're addressing, those situations that I think deserve to be in the spotlight, because I wouldn't have known. Not everything's perfect. It's going to end up perfect, so.
Yeah. But, and I'm going to recommend everybody go over to Pearl and just Pearlie's on and just, whether you like Pearl or not, just go watch how the women are behaving over there right now. Just watch and ask yourself, would you be a man of velvet with those women? Can you be a man of velvet with those women?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or if you watched whatever show the other night, okay, Destroyer, or Man, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like 6'8", 300-pound he/she saying that her inbox is I don't know what its inbox is flooded. That's the world we're in now.
Mm-hmm.
So, Golden Eagle, what's up, man? And Brett M said, he's on. I hope that things work out for the best for the children. But I'm Team Crowder on this one. Sorry, Candace. I can't rock with Candace.
I'm 100%. Yeah. I'm infuriated with Candace. I cannot believe.
Yeah.
Bimbos Crowder.
Yeah, Crowder. Sorry, man. You can't get into beef with women, man. Women fight dirty. No, I'm not beefing with Anna Rodriguez. Man, y'all fight dirty, Anna. You know what I'm saying? You could do atomic elbows off the top rope on me.
Can I ask you a question, though?
Yeah.
Do you know how this started? Like, is Candace being truthful when she says, oh, he interjected me in his divorce? I don't buy her crap for 2 seconds. I don't think that's accurate.
Oh, he did. He did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They had a previous beef. And it spilled over into this.
I didn't have the energy to look in all that.
Yeah, I was following the previous beef, and then when Crowder, that was his mistake with the Candace situation. Candace, like, if you shoot Candace with a 9mm, she's gonna hit you back with a freaking B-52 strike. And let me say, I think SKC responded to Catalina. The data shows that in 2023, the majority of men and women in America who are of age are married or widowed. I get trends, but the data is still the data. And sorry, SKC, bro, it's still Tradcon thinking, man. And the issue is this: social media. Women crave attention, and they have attention non-stop. So the issue isn't whether or not these people are married or not. The issue is that men got to walk on eggshells in their marriage, because if your woman fucks up and you admonish her for fucking up or cheating on you, abusing the kids, keeping a dirty house, all she got to do is post the freaking security camera footage online, and you're the bad guy because you yelled at her. Don't matter how fucked up she is, you are the bad guy. You go to family court, divorce court, freaking criminal court. No matter how fucked up that woman is, if you're a man, you're in the wrong. If you're a dude just dating a woman and you cut her off, all she got to do is like, oh, he raped me. Now you got to spend tens of thousands of dollars to defend your name off a false allegation because you didn't want to buy her freaking, I don't know, slippers, Gucci bags, or whatever. Yeah, man. I mean, sorry, SKC, man. I tell you, bro, that the Tradcon ways, man. It is what it is, man. You're in a good situation, And I pray that you stay in that good situation and things work in your life and your family continue the way they're going. But for your sons, bro, you better be on them to watch out, because these girls out here today, they following Cardi, Ice Spice, Megan. They don't need no man. They get their own money. That's what time they're on. So, I don't know. You got any closing thoughts, Hannah?
Thanks for having me. And verbal abuse my ass.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. I don't know. That's something a girl says when she's like losing an argument. You're verbally abusing me. But
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, I want to thank Anna for coming through, y'all. But and not on IG, but Snapchat, Facebook, Telegram, WhatsApp. Yeah, you see, you got you got girls in mud hut villages in Africa with access to NBA players because of social media. And greetings. I could open it up, y'all. If Kid SKC, you want to come up, I cannot open it up. If y'all want to have the discussion, I'll drop the link while I'm getting ready. I gotta get ready here, so I can switch over to my phone, and we can continue the discussion if the fellas want to come up. And thank you again for Anne, even Catalina, if you want to come up. But there's data. There's manipulation of data, and there's guys out there with real world experiences, thousands of them, tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands at this point, that have come together on YouTube and said, oh shit, I've been going through the same thing. I experienced the same thing. I'm experiencing the same thing. And now we have this thing called, the red pill sector, the manosphere, Nigatube, because women are out of pocket. Married women are out of pocket. Women are fat. Women are overweight, overinflated egos, and men are out there getting crushed. So, hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Chilling, man. I dropped the link for Kid because I know y'all were going back and forth. So let me see if Kid. Hey, Kid, you got time, bro?
I get the argument, and all of that. I'm not going against the argument. I just think that a little bit of nuance needs to be put into it. Like far beyond before there was ever a manosphere or red pill areas and all of those things. The community hadn't been doing marriage well since the mid 80s. So it's like you had generations of guys that grew up in anti-marriage and family households since the late 70s and the 80s. And so I think when you have a lot of those guys that come on streams and different things, it's like, come on, they may, I would say, agree with some of the ideals of red pill and all of that stuff, but they never believed in family in the first place.
Well, what I've seen, especially, I watched some clips from a lot of brothers, whatever, and a lot of on YouTube. Oh, this kid right there, and a lot of the the white homies or whatever on other apps, and the consensus is mainly that Crowder is wrong. Oh, he shouldn't have yelled at his wife like that. I'm seeing a lot of cucks out here that because they don't get it, bro. They don't understand. I know the data, I know the statistics, but what they don't see is the nuance and the entitlement of women
Can I address that?
right now. Oh, go ahead,
Can
kid.
I
And I'm gonna fall back. Free
address
zone, kid, SKC. Y'all got. I got to get ready to go to this
because
birthday party.
I'm
So
good. Hey, real,
I'll be
do
on
I
my.
sound
I'm on my
clear?
phone. Yeah, you good.
I'm gonna let you rock, kid. But do I sound all right? Cool. Go ahead, kid. You got it.
yeah, I wanted to talk to SKC about this because I understand. I don't think he understands how much I intimately understand his situation. I was raised in it. Parents have been together. I'll be 34 this year. So this year, end of this year, they'll be married almost 40 years, 37 years. So I am someone who intimately understands marriage, the benefits, all of that good stuff, right? But if you look at the data, yes, sure, most Americans today have been married or have been widowed, but the trend is going downward. This is not going to be the case in the next 5 to 10 years. Most, what was that bridal company? Fresh and Fit did a video about it. They went bankrupt. Men are not getting married. They're not buying cakes. They're not buying dresses. Bridal businesses are going bankrupt. Like, this is real. Like, okay, a lot of that data is really kind of based off like the elderly, the past generations. They're married. My parents, maybe your parents, Free Zone's parents. But like the younger generation, they are not getting married of all racial demographics, all walks of life. Men, they not going, bro. These movements wouldn't exist. MGTOW, the Manosphere, the Passport, bro. None of this exists if what you're saying is true. Like on its face, the data just say that. But if you look at the trends and where the data is going, men are not getting married, and it's only getting worse. What say you?
The same thing was stated like back in the early 2000s. I mean, I can even bring up the articles to say that.
And did it not come to pass? Did what they say? Did it not happen? It's literally it's happening in real time. Maybe that's why it's hard to kind of grasp, but it's happening to us in real time. It's not something you can actually accurately quantify because it's happening to you. It's like if you catch cancer. When you first catch cancer, you don't know you have cancer. You don't really start seeing the ramifications till later on as time goes on. You get to stage 3, stage 4. You know what I mean? Until it's terminal. A lot of times people don't even notice they have cancer.
What I'm seeing is a great divide between the rich and the poor. And I'm seeing a lot of people who are feeding into a variety of narratives, not understand that for the longest time, things that people always talk about so far as generational wealth and building wealth and all of those things, the majority, like in the high 90 percentile, are not the people who are inventors or come up with all sorts of great businesses and all that stuff. The majority of those people are people who work for businesses and who are in double income family to married households. The
And I
majority
predict that's
of
going to
home,
change as well.
the majority of home the majority of homeowners in America are married. That's the biggest transfer of wealth is real estate.
But you ignored my point. I understand what you're saying, but you're ignoring my point. I understand that today, right now, the data is the data, but no,
I'm not following the sphere. I'm not following the sphere or red pill, anything. I'm following economics and the money.
No, but you're not listening. You're just talking. You do this a lot. You have to listen to what I'm saying. The data is trending the other way. It's like this now. You still have remnants of the old times, but it's not going to like this 5, 10, 15 years. Have you listened to any panel where these hoes come on these shows? They're delusional. I'm listen to any of these panels. You ain't got to like Fresh and Fit. You ain't got to like Pearl. Just listen to any panel. I'm telling you, any person will be red pill by
listening to all of those things, kid. What I'm telling you is that beyond all of that, the bigger picture is the transfer of wealth. So yeah, if you have a bunch of people that fall into all of that, that's fine. They can do what they want to do.
That's most people.
The whole nine.
That's most people.
But what they're doing is basically putting themselves and their children in the lower demographic of wealth for a long time.
But that's how life works. There's only the 1% is the 1%. Everybody else is not the 1%. What do you?
So
Your argument
so
doesn't
why
make
all
any sense. It's not refuting what I'm saying. It's irrelevant.
my argument is this, Kid Styles. While everything that you may be saying is true, there are people who are operating outside of that who are not on this whole thing of social, and
What
being
percentage of people would you say
influenced
that is?
by this or that.
What,
They have a
okay,
lot of
fair
other
enough.
things going on, and they're leading the quote unquote traditional normal life, and they understand that by doing so, there's going to be a great acquisition of wealth in it as well.
I understand that, but what percentage of people do you think in America are doing
They're
that?
going to be the minority, but they are going to be the people who take the money.
But the people
I
who
wonder,
at the
is
top
there?
are always the ones who take the money. That's all, that throughout time, the people at the top are always going to be the ones who take all the money. That doesn't refute what I've said.
What I'm saying is that the play that people are falling into is going on the social run of, oh, there's this huge gender war and all of the social stuff, and the women are doing this and blah 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 blah. In the meantime, there's other people that are like, oh, okay, yeah, all of that is just some type of
And yet
social
Bill
media,
Gates and Jeff Bezos still got
BS.
divorced.
Okay,
They still got divorced. What are you talking about?
All right, and this is what I'm saying so far as those type of narratives. If you were to look at the bigger picture, kid, the majority of people that hold and maintain wealth are married by far. It's not even the little Bill Gates and the Jeff Bezos stuff that you're throwing out there. That's just a tiny scratch.
You're
The
saying
majority of all
SKC
of those people are married.
So you're saying this whole thing of people being against marriage is like a huge psyop to basically.
I'm not saying whether it's a psyop or I'm not saying that it's a psyop or not. I'm just saying that looking at the data, homeowners married. When you go into other areas of data, I'll show that this weekend, the whole Patreon thing. But I found data to even show this. Do you know who commits the most crimes according to marital rate?
Kids of men raised by single moms.
Yeah.
No, just crimes. Across the board. I'm talking about all population altogether.
In the U.S. or worldwide?
In the U.S., there's 4 groupings. You have, of course, married, widowed, divorced, and
cohabitated.
Single, never married.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I was gonna say single people. Is that what you were trying to say?
Yeah, I'm a little lost on that one.
I was gonna say parents who are cohabitating, but I don't know what the
of the 4 groups, crime is the lowest amongst the married group.
Oh, well, that's of course, because here's the thing. Even in a situation like a Crowder's where the husband and wife aren't getting along, they have kids. At the end of the day, the natural instinct of a man and woman is to provide and take care of their kids. And they will put beef to the side. They'll work their separate lives. They'll fuck around on the outside. They'll drink alcohol. But at the end of the day, they know they got to take care of those kids. So they'll suck it up. And they ain't going to go out there and do dumb stuff.
Right.
All of the major just to play the other side of the field for a little bit. All of the super ultra leftists and different things that people talk about that have an extreme amount of wealth. Kid, they're married.
What? Okay, well, yeah. I got. Wait, hold on. I got to ask him a question. What is your point? Because when we talk, I hate the way you talk.
My point is that's the power play.
You talking circles a lot, and you're not overt in your communication. That pisses me off.
Okay, let me be direct with you. Let me be very direct with you.
I don't like the games. Tell me straight. Hard liquor,
It's
straight, no taste.
the married game is the power play.
Okay, I'll say it
Okay, but
before
how does
you
that
go, kid. Hold on,
reflect
hold on,
in
real quick,
marriage?
kid. Yeah, real quick, kid. But before you go there, I was just based on the stream, the man of Steel and Velvet in 1965. Yes, marriage is the power play. However, in 2023, marriage is not the power play. Being as strong as based and having all your resources together as a man and having a propensity to take care of family is the power play.
Okay. Well, tell that to all of the people who actually have the power and the money right now. The majority
Oh,
of those people in the 90 percentile are married.
SKC. What?
But
Okay, so today,
we
hold on,
gotta
real
address
quick,
this. We gotta
real
address
quick,
this.
kid, real quick, and this is just before I got to drop off here for a second.
Yeah.
As a young dude, you got a dude who's out here following Tatum, Crowder. He's looking at it, and he asked, "Hey, Trey, man, you've been at this for a minute. What does your wife bring to the table that could help me get to where a Tate is at, to get to where a Tatum is at, and get to where Crowder is at?" I got to look him in the eye and tell him absolutely nothing. You got to do that yourself. What does she bring to the? What can she do for any man to make him accomplish that? Besides some inspiration for the possibility of some vagina, what can a woman do?
The
Look,
raw truth of the matter is this: the majority of the people listening to Tate, Crowder, however, all the people, they're never going to have that amount of money. They're never going to get to that feat. The majority of people are going to be normal, everyday people.
but
And
that can be said for anyone.
if you want to make the best of your situation, if you're not coming from wealth, trying to position yourself to be the next Tate is a that's like saying that you're gonna be the next Jordan.
I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. Let me say this straight.
That's a
Today,
fucking
because
fact.
SKC, no, I don't agree. I disagree entirely. SKC is working off of old world programming, and I'll explain why. Yes, the majority of people who listen to anybody that's successful, the majority of them are not going to make it. That's just facts. But if you're a man who has a Tate mindset, you're like, okay, I will not be stopped. I'm going to reach the mountaintop. You are better off going the Tate route today in 2023 than going the Steven Crowder route. Because if you go the Steven Crowder route, you could be destroyed. The only reason why Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates didn't get destroyed is because they just had so much money. That woman got $58 billion from Bezos. Like, stop. Like, the number one destroyer of
Why?
men today is
He,
literally
but
marriage.
that's irrelevant, bro. He made that back like the next year. Who gives a fuck
No,
how
No, he
much
didn't.
money she
That,
has?
that was the wait,
uh,
stop. That was the point I was making. That's how much he had so much money. It didn't make a dent. But one of the major leading causes of men being destroyed today is divorce. We know this.
okay, here,
Why
okay.
would we
Let
tell
me.
these laws don't exist?
Hold on, kid. Let me back you up here, and I'm glad you brought that up, SKC, about the money, because here's the deal. If you're talking about your normal average day dude who's a plumber who makes 75K, and I'm gonna take your kids from you, I'm gonna throw some false charges on you, dude. If he gotta go to the court and defend himself, he's broke. He's financially ruined. Or he just got to give it up and take whatever the courts give him because he doesn't have the money to fight it. So you're saying, okay, get with a woman off the pot with the possibility that she could do this to you. You could vet her all day long, but let me look this young dude in the face and tell him, yeah, dude, off the pot, that marriage will be stronger. It'll help you make
You
80,000 a year, not 75.
you want me to just shoot it straight MBD
Yeah, man,
on this whole
straight up.
subject? Okay.
Yeah.
Here when you go into the whole thing about the youth, just being straight, bro. The guys that came after us, they're weak. They're not built like that. The majority of them, if you look at the statistics, and I'll shoot right in the community in as so far as black men, they don't even own homes like that. Their percentage of home ownership has gone down.
Bro, you can't even
The
include the
the
community.
millennials, they talk a big game about being in tech and balling and all that other stuff, dude, the numbers don't show it.
But SKC, what does so you? But what does
They're for particularly when it comes from the community, they're losers.
so what is bringing a woman
Am,
into
am,
the
am I
situation gonna do for
am I
that?
lying, Trey?
You're speaking
most
facts, but
most
what
men
is a
today are
woman gonna
losers.
do to that? Yeah, what is a woman gonna do to improve his situation?
No,
The
what I'm
fact,
saying,
Hey,
what I'm saying is for those guys, it would they they will have a better shot trying to build and own stuff with another income coming in
all right, cool.
bro,
than
wait,
trying
wait. No,
to
I gotta say this. I gotta say
than
this.
trying to
No, no,
do
no, no.
SKC.
than trying to do their
These women
solo thing
today, bro, they hoes, bro.
because here's the
Who you gonna
issue
build with?
because
No,
No,
no, no.
because
hold up,
here
kid.
because
Hold up, kid.
No, I'm not gonna let them have that.
Hold up,
because
Who you
kid.
gonna build with?
here's the
Where
issue,
the women? Where you
Trey.
gonna find the women at?
Just
Where you gonna
like
find the women at? SKC?
just
You
like
can talk over me all you
just
want.
here
I'm not gonna let you
here's
slide.
the issue,
Hold up,
Trey.
kid. Hold up, kid. Let him land the plane. Let him land the plane. Hold up, kid.
Here's the issue, Trey. Like back in the day, like take for instance, like like
Oh man.
the between the young and the older Gen Xers. A lot of those guys would just say, "F it." If I didn't do white collar, I'll just go do this trade and go, you know, break something off and make something happen. The majority of millennials and below, they not built like that, bro. They not.
So what would you suggest they do? Because what I'm telling you is, you're
Those are the
saying,
dudes
okay,
that's
they
sitting up
be
talking
better off.
about the boomers. They
I
didn't
get it.
do nothing for us.
SKC,
Am I
I'm with you on
lying?
that.
If we just
I
shooting
agree
it
with you on
straight,
that,
am
but
I lying?
all right, let's come in the middle. Let's meet each other halfway. What would you suggest to dudes who don't want to be that, who want to rise to the occasion and rise to status? What would you suggest to them? Because I'm telling them to get with another woman. Look at the pool, bro. Look at the laws.
I don't.
That's not a
Okay.
viable option, bro. For most men, that is not a
Wait
viable
a minute. That's not what I got from what SKC said. He's not saying get with a woman and you'll rise to the top. All he's simply saying is that the people who are at the top most of them are married. That doesn't
Good
mean
for them.
if you get with a woman today, your life is just gonna go in a. It's
No, I
just
didn't
one
say
of
that.
the
That wasn't what I was
aspects.
saying.
You know what I'm saying? No, yeah, but
Yeah.
you are saying that. Y'all are
Okay.
you and Trey. Wait a minute. You and
Hold on,
Trey are framing it like if a person just gets with a woman, like that's what you said.
That's not what I
That
said.
No,
is
let me.
okay. That's
Let
what
me.
Trey said.
No, wait. That's not
But
what I
real
said.
quick,
That's not what
y'all.
I said. What I said was,
Trey, did you say that or did Kid didn't say that?
Hold
Trey,
up,
did you
Durant.
say that?
I didn't say that shit.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
Okay,
All
yeah,
right,
you good. You good.
All right, on the screen, I'll read it again. A man's role is to give, sacrifice, work hard for the welfare of his family and others, to build and maintain, to protect and provide. That is a man's role. And what SKC, what you're saying is this: these younger dudes would be better off going 50-50 with a woman in that case, he's not doing the man's role, which is to lead, protect, and provide. If he
Nah,
can't do it,
that's
if
not my
hold up real quick,
argument.
hold up real quick. You had said it. One of these younger dudes would be better off. And I don't hold up, real quick. We lost somebody. Hold up real quick. Oh, free zone. Sorry, y'all. I'm on my phone. I'm
You good?
saying
My bad.
this. Okay, I'm saying this, free zone. The minute you ask a woman to go 50-50, she starts losing respect for you. The minute she sees that you can't protect her, she starts losing that respect for you. The minute you got her, like I said, Crowder, with charisma, that whole making her laugh. He's a comedian. You get in a marriage, you
Mhm.
start simping. She's going to lose that respect for you. Now, you're talking about dudes like Tate, or freaking Bill Gates, dudes that are G's in a sense. Those women are going to look at those guys in positions of power. And you telling me these younger millennial dudes that are freaking soft, like a Black damn Manosphere panel, or these soy boys over there on like the L3 show, you tell one of them dudes to go into a relationship 50-50. This is exactly what's going to happen. I'm telling you this. This is the dog speaking right now. A nigga like me is going to be fucking her on the side. Straight up. She going to be in a nigga like mine inbox, blowing mine up, talking about that nigga ain't shit. I'm going to come see you.
Matter of fact, Trey. Matter of fact, Justin Waller was
I don't
just
know where
talking about
50-50
this on
came
Pearl
from.
Show the
So
other day, saying that he gets an uncountable number of married women hitting him up in his inbox, and he tells them to go back to their husband and say, "No, I want you." And he says that happens on the regular. What are we talking about? I think SKC, you're stuck in the
wait a
past, bro.
minute. SKC,
You are.
did you say anything about 50-50?
No, you said SKC said one of these younger dudes would be better off partnering up with a
With
chick.
two incomes.
Yeah,
Oh, he did say, you said two incomes.
I didn't make
You said two incomes.
any mention about anyone going 50-50. I said
That's
if
literally
people
what
are
that is,
talk,
though.
if people are talking about becoming going after money and building and so forth, I'm just being just straight up honest with you, bro. The majority of the guys that come after a certain gen, they not built for that.
Then they're better off being alone, bro.
You talking
They
about
better not be
guys
alone, bro.
that they can't. It's like, come on, why are we playing this game, Trey? These
I'm
guys
not,
can't
bro.
hunt, they can't fish, they can't change a tire, they
Bro,
can't
Bro, you
they
can learn
don't.
all that on the internet,
The
bro.
whole idea
Like,
of owning
that's
their
an
own
excuse.
stuff is foreign to them.
well, here's the problem. Give me a second, y'all. And this is where I feel you on that, SKC. I believe exactly the same as you do. But here's where we differ. I truly see if those guys get in a relationship, they start getting black pilled. And that's where that whole violence comes in. It won't be yelling at your wife like Crowder does. It'll be beating your wife over the head because she's out all the time. Because she's always talking to some other nigga on Instagram. Because she's always putting thirst trapping
Right.
pics up there on the
Well,
freaking
no,
Facebook or whatever.
Because they ain't built like that, bro.
I think the majority of the other stuff, like so far, is like when people are talking about solutions, because I think that's what people begin to lead with. They'll say, "Hey, man, well, what's the solution?" and such and such. Dude, I'm as pessimistic as it is. I'm like, dude, you got to let it burn. People don't want to believe it, but that's what it is. There, there is no solution. There are trade-offs. You're gonna have people that are gonna understand what trade-offs that they need to make, but it's delusional to be sitting up, you know, millions of young dudes that are in their 30s and below looking at Andrew Tate talking about they're gonna be the next Tate. Man, that's some bull. You're gonna lose. You're gonna be the dudes
No,
it's in
but
your
they won't
50s
be
talking
they won't
about
be the next Tate, but
I
they
used to
better
smash
off.
them, man. And you're gonna be alone and probably either kidless or have a baby mama on the side and have a jacked up life with not being a good father.
Well, and see, I'm the forever.
That's fear mongering, bro. That's fear
But
mongering.
I'm the forever optimist, bro. I look at a dude come to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I look at every dude and tell him, every dude has a propensity to take 6 months off, go monk mode, get the gym, change his life, and be on his way towards making 5, 10, 15, 20K a month and just living that life and chilling and traveling. Every dude has that propensity. However, if he gets with a baby mama, a ratchet, a ran through, all that shit out the window.
Yeah, that's a given. But that's what a lot of people are attracted to because in the community
No, that's just what's
they're
out here.
they're hypersexualized.
But
Hey,
SKC is not just in the black community. These white hoes is out here fucking. These Asian girls out here fucking. All of them. They all of them.
I understand
So
that. I,
so
I
hear
understand
me,
that.
because you've been talking over me for a while, and I'm trying to get a point across. When I get it. You are pro marriage. I get it, bro. I'm not against the marriage as an institution. It's just that it's unviable today because there's just so many obstacles against men. And I'm saying, okay, you saying a dude today, if he wants to better himself, he's better off pairing up with a chick. Where's he gonna find a chick that's not gonna crowd him? That's not gonna ABL just got divorced. Tatum next.
Yeah,
Like,
but hold
like,
yeah, but
how
you
many
can't
examples
use
do we have to have? Like,
you can't hold on, wait a
we're talking
minute.
about numbers, right?
You can't
50% of marriages
no,
end in divorce. You're not. You're talking about numbers.
say that again.
Okay, SKC brought up numbers. He talked about married people. 50% of marriages end in divorce, and 80% of them are filed by the woman. That's a fact. That's a number. Nobody likes it. He never likes to bring that up.
Well, no. As of last year, the divorce rate has dropped down to 41%.
That's
But
because
at the
people.
same
That's
time,
getting married.
because fewer people are getting married, so
yeah.
that's the.
This thing's
I got
not a
it.
big-
Well,
Okay, so freeze on.
I just can't. I just like, bro. You keep using. I can't use weak ass niggas as an example. You pulled out ABL, he weak as fuck. Tatum, he weak as fuck. Crowder, he weak as fuck. You're using weak niggas as an example. Like
That's
But
no.
it
that-
goes back to the whole
that's most men.
the whole.
No,
Wait a
I'm
minute.
saying
Wait
that's
a
most
minute. Wait a
men,
minute.
though.
Hold on, freeze on. Go ahead, freeze on. Go ahead.
But that goes back to the point of most men ain't built like that no more. And I'm not talking about from a marriage standpoint. I'm talking about from an all around standpoint. Like all these folks talking about they get into the money and all this stuff. They're not getting money like that, bro. Most of these
Well,
folks ain't built that way.
Okay,
So
real quick, freeze
that
up.
affects their ability to get money. That affects their ability to deal with women because they fucking can't. Even if they found a traditional woman, they couldn't deal with them. They're getting their knees done now, bro. They're getting new knees.
But free zone, and then I'm gonna pass it back over to Kid. Here's the problem. Compared to most of these young dudes in the millennials and Z's that SKC is talking about, Crowder, Tate, Tatum, ABL, bro, they're light years above. You can It's not even on the same scale. Not Tate. I mean like Crowder and Tatum. Bro, these dudes are super based compared to your average millennial. These dudes are the cream of the crop compared to the millennial. They're like out the stratosphere. And you look at the regular average Joe compared to them. If Tatum or Crowder can get done like that, man, what you think of your average Maggle that's sitting up here begging with chicks on panels?
I don't think Crowder is as weak as you say he is. I think this is what happened to Crowder. I think Crowder went into his marriage blue pill. He had the blue pill lenses on, and as the marriage went on, he got based, and he started laying down laws and rules and boundaries. And his wife didn't like that because he switched up. And I think that's really what happened. I don't think Crowder's weak at all. I just think that
but
Crowder,
by that time,
it was too late. Yeah.
No, by that time it's too late. By that time it's too late.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, you can't just.
I'm trying to make is the point I've been trying to make this entire panel is that data is what it is, right? It does show what's going on in the present, but I predict that there are going to be some changes in the future. Marriage is going to continue to drop. I believe that probably marriage will be mostly for the rich, and that you're going to also see a new group of millionaires who are not married. A rising number of millionaires. We see it now. We see a rising number of millionaires who are not married. Will it be the majority? No, but it will be an increasing number, not so insignificant minority. And I think most people will just be at the bottom suffering.
So why do you think
that's just how it's going to be?
All right. So why do you think that the majority of wealthy people are going to be rich? I mean, that the majority
because of power, bro. Like a lot of those marriages, like Hillary Clinton and Bill still together. That's not because they love each other. That's because of power.
All right.
You're changing the goalposts. I'm not talking about the elite.
All right.
No, the conversation's move. I'm not talking about the elite.
Hold on. Okay.
So
SKC.
It's annoying.
Okay, Kid, let SKC respond.
Wait a minute.
So
you can't say that.
Either way that you
let SKC respond.
I'm not talking
either
about
way
the
that
elite.
you want to cut it,
elite,
Kid. Either way that you want to cut it, Kid. What you're basically saying is that the guys coming up, if you say, oh yeah, the marriage thing isn't about the love thing, well then they don't want the power because they're not built for it.
Okay, fine. I mean, whatever. But I never bought power up. I've never once bought power up. I never once bought the elite up. I never want the 1% up, because you can be a single man living a pretty good life and not be a millionaire. Men don't need a lot to live a good life. You can be making 6 figures and be straight as a single man. You make $100 grand a year. You save your money.
The majority of people in the United States do not make 6 figures.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, so we have let me get it real quick, Kid. We have a battle right now going on between pessimism and optimism. Now, me and Kid, you know how we rock, Kid. Now, if you look at men and you tell them that the majority of people don't make that, the majority of this, you're already telling these guys the women are hoes, they're sluts. You know, if you find one, you're gonna have to, you have to deal with the fact that she's a ran through. And then you tell them, yeah, the majority of people don't make that kind of money. You might as well not even try. So that right there, the guys are already hanging their heads down. So, and you say the whole power dynamic. Well, here's the dynamic with power. If you show a guy that he could be a truck driver or a freaking house painter or a landscaper and make six figures, when he goes into a relationship, the power and leverage from, okay, you make this amount of money. Okay, when you make this amount of money, you have to operate this way. You got to protect your assets this way. The woman you choose, she's got to meet this criteria. If she doesn't, dude, better off go it alone. Okay, better off get your passport, go somewhere else where you'll meet a woman who meets that criteria. Don't sit up here and listen to the folks who are saying, oh, everything's so bad, you won't find that kind of woman. No, be by yourself. Keep grinding, make that money, enjoy your life. If you need some strange, fucking pay for it. And keep daggone doing you and growing.
And I agree with that, Trey. But here's the problem. The majority of the guys that, even if you give that advice to them, they're not gonna follow it.
That's human history, though. That's human nature.
Yeah.
That's most men die. Most men in war, they die off.
Because
the weak die, the strong survive. That's how the world works.
Because whether people want to accept it or not, and here's the part that a lot of people just don't want to hear, kid. Whether people want to accept it or not, they want to feel loved.
I mean, yes, but I
By
think that
far.
let me because you did this show like 2 years ago on Christmas about love, and you're right. There is a lot of lack of love, but I think today, especially with men, there's an overemphasis on love. Niggas want to be loved too much. Everybody wants to be loved, and everybody should, like, I get it, but they want to be loved too much. Why would we love so much? They don't want to just be loved by a woman. They want to be loved by everybody.
The majority of people are willing to make extreme choices, throw away fortunes, discipline, and the whole nine, just to feel loved.
That's on them.
That's human nature.
I get it, but what does
It's
that have
undefeated.
to do with what I've been saying? I get it, but what does it have to do with what I've been saying?
It has everything to do with what you're saying, because it has everything to do with what you're saying. Because what you're saying is
I've been talking about the reality on the ground, what's going on, how men should move.
And the reality is here's the reality, kid. The majority of those people, like on the Fresh and Fit shows and all of those different shows and all of those people are just looking for love, kid. At the end of the day, that's all it is.
Man, them hoes ain't looking for love, bro. Them hoes ain't looking for love.
No, he's talking about the guys in the chat. No, you're going to argue me for me.
I would.
No, I don't know.
Well, there's a side beat to that, and the other side to it is that people will do the extra to avoid love at the same time. Like if you loved and you got hurt, you'll do extra stuff to compensate to not be hurt again.
Yep.
A lot,
and that's because of love too.
I got to counter these things because a lot of men
go ahead, kid.
Love. They're not looking for love. They just want to get laid. They're frustrated because the sexual marketplace has changed, and they're like, okay, Fresh and Fit, okay, Justin Waller, okay, Andrew Tate. What I got to do to get pussy? That's all they're trying to do. Most of these niggas ain't trying to get love. Stop.
And that's the problem. And that's the thing about Tate, and the problem why people, aren't liking Tate, because Tate is waking, guys like Tate on down, Fresh and Fit, are waking guys up to the reality that, women aren't, roses are red, violets blue, women are this. No, that ain't true. Women ain't all sugar and spice and everything nice. It ain't true. And that's why mainstream is going ham on Crowder right now. They're trying to include Crowder in with a Tate. Oh, misogynistic, verbally abusing his wife, narcissist, those different types of things. Because they want the simp economy. The simp economy makes, the matrix, as they call it, it makes the lizards money. If men are simping, they're making money. If men are weak, hold up real quick. If men are weak, more women are in power. Women are more influenceable.
And I was going to say, I think SKC, you, my parents, and I get it. This just comes with the times, and this is how things are. Y'all refuse to acknowledge that things are changing. And you may not notice it right now, but just like cancer, you don't always notice it when it starts to begin. things are changing. The marketplace has changed. Instagram changed the game. The laws changed the game. The passport bros are changing the game. Things are not going to look like they were. 1965 ain't coming back. The 50s ain't coming back. It's over. Things are changing. So if things are changing, if the majority of the men don't want to listen, but what you're saying, your arguments are implying that you're rejecting what we're saying. You reject my argument. Therefore, you refuse to acknowledge
your
reality.
argument. How?
Yes,
your argument. How?
Everything you've said today has been a rejection of what I've been putting forth. Meaning, you reject reality. You're rejecting that times have changed. The sexual marketplace has changed.
Part of your argument.
Social media has changed the game.
Kid, just
I've been saying it the entire. I just said it, bro.
What part of the argument do you think that I'm rejecting?
All of it. You don't want to acknowledge.
What's all of it?
You don't want to acknowledge that things have changed. All of it. I just said it.
Maybe
stop being dead. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe a mediator.
No, we don't need a mediator.
Free zone.
You need to just
is there something?
Is
there something that I'm missing in this translation?
He's not missing. He's pretending like he is.
Nah, I'm listening.
Like what part of it am I arguing against Kid Styles about?
You came in here arguing. Me and you, we've been disagreeing since I got here. This entire exchange has been a disagreement, which is okay. But I'm saying you disagree.
SKC, this goes to the thing that I've been wanting to speak to you about this because it seems like and I'm putting airs on it, but it seems like you've been seething from the chat, like y'all niggas just don't want to get married. Like it seems like there's a frustration there that you just realize that everybody is like anti-marriage.
No,
even if they're pro-family.
No. My idea on that is this. Particularly from the.
By the way, Anna, I'm not a victim. Don't ever call me that again. Don't say that again.
Yeah, and let me be clear real quick before you go, SKC. Real quick before you go.
Don't ever say that again.
Even though I'm on this side of the argument, for the sake of this argument, I understand the other side. I logically understand why people don't want to get married nowadays. So I would never push that on somebody to say, "Hey, dude, you should get married." You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's a logical thing. We just having a discussion. So you got it.
Yeah. I don't. I guess what I'm saying is all this time when I used to tell people, and you heard it, I don't know, 1,000 times, kid, let it burn. What do you think that I was talking about?
I thought honestly you were just referring to the black community.
Okay, so let's say that it is. Let's take it in the context of the community. What does that mean?
Say it again. I was reading some sense. My bad. Say it again.
If we're talking about the community, let it burn. What does that mean?
Right. That it's over. You need to let it burn.
Okay. Why?
Well, because at this point, I would assume you deem it hopeless, right?
Dudes are finished. There are no solutions for them. This whole thing of looking at Tate and such and such for the community, get up out of here.
No, I'm
get
with
up
you,
out of here.
But I'm not. People who follow Tate, period.
Fresh and
people who
fit
follow Tate are not community minded, bro. They're not community minded. The people,
like you're done.
The people watching Tate and Fresh and Fit are not from the community. They hate them niggas. They don't like Tate. They don't like Myron. They don't
because they mamas don't.
Fresh aren't black. They're not right. Yeah. They don't like Fresh and Fit.
And that's why it's like the community. Y'all know me.
You good, Anna.
It's like.
Oh, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all know me. I'm a white versus color numero uno. Fuck the community. It's a wrap. We'll all four of us will sit here and be like, nah, these niggas ain't even in this discussion. It's toast for them. But however, the dudes that completely escape black, like remove black, and every other dude out here, this whole discussion is about them. Niggas are through.
All right, so
also,
now
I like to point out, people who are watching guys like Tate and Fresh and Fit, Will they become multimillionaires? Probably not. But with they're I've seen guys come up to, hey bro, I was listening to y'all. I had a 470 credit score. Now it's up to 780. Hey bro, I was about to kill myself. Now I'm making 6 figures. Hey bro, like you see that a lot. You do see that a lot. So it's not like they're not helping at all. Will it be the majority of it? First of all, the majority of men aren't listening to them. The majority of men are blue pill. They don't want nothing to do with Andrew Tate. They're happy that Andrew Tate was rotting in prison for being accused of something he didn't do. So I hear what you're saying.
I think that the majority of those guys didn't even know who he was.
That's my point though. Most men don't care, don't want to know who he is, and if they do know what he is, they reject what he has to say. So most men aren't on this. So even by that standard, it's like what 10% of men listening to Tate worldwide, probably. It's mostly Islamic dudes rocking with Tate.
in addition to that, there's another component that I think that people overshoot. All right, and I think a lot of it comes from the lens of Das Communitas. They're right and wrong on a lot of matters. Like, take for instance, when we look at the community that's burning, long before there was a red pill, the community was anti-family. Long before that. So guys that are coming in now that are stating, oh man, yeah, red pill and such and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, you never had a view of any type of family build up and all that. Like, your viewpoint has been skewed from the beginning.
Well, SKC, here's the thing with the gulag. Anytime myself, Hood, Free Zone would say go on Bernard's or a Lapeef panel, we always pull one or two dudes back over here. And they're like, thank God, there's another brother out there thought like me. I thought I was alone. I'm sick of niggas. Thank God y'all are out here. I thought I'd be stuck with niggas the rest of my life.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm stating is like, when you're coming from the mindset of the community, don't even play this game like, oh yeah, I'm on the red pill, I'm on the whole such and such. It's like, dude, that was your default setting from birth.
But I think
this is just a social thing for you online right now. But all of the stuff that's been stated, that's been your life since day one.
But SKC, I think you can agree, people who are within the gulag, people like you, the reason why we have the views that we have is because we were raised outside of that paradigm. I had my father, Free Zone had his father, you had his father, Trey had his father. So off rip, you know that we're not talking about people like that. We don't exist in that framework. We never have.
But the majority of the guys that quote unquote look like us, the data says that they are.
But I don't care about them.
So and all I'm saying is
I don't.
We should have a different spin on things than they do.
But what the difference is that, SKC is me and Kid are like, fuck them niggas, let them die. I don't give a fuck about them. If you wake up and you want to come over here, cool. But if not, nigga, fuck you. And that's how you got to be. You can't give a damn about you can't think about those dudes. You can't waste any oxygen on them. It is what it is. Like I said, my main reasoning for going over on NiggaTube was just swiping, just bringing niggas over. Kid will tell you, my views never change, black and white to the core with the views. And it's like, okay, if we can wake up, you can wake up 5 dudes. You know what those 5 dudes, man? That's the potential of 100 people 100 years from now, basically creating a real community, a real society contributing. I'd rather leave that impact than up here and worry about some niggas that's just gonna die off or link up with some thoughts anyway.
The comments I love to see the most.
The real power in all of that, Kid, is this.
Yeah,
you're always, from any demographics, from any beginning, you're always going to have a certain amount of people who are adaptable and they can adapt to various situations as need be and move in accordance and such and such. It doesn't matter what setup that they have. They're going to adapt, right, and they're going to succeed. So guys sitting up and telling other guys what is necessary in order for them to succeed when it comes to a relationship. It's like, dude, if you needed advice from that at age 30, you're done.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
agree.
Hold on, real quick. No, kid, real quick. No. It's oldest nigga on the panel, y'all. Look, kid stated it. We all got dads. We got that advice from dads, but you got 30-year-old niggas out here that's been listening to women, they mama, they auntie, they sister in them, they whole life. And then finally at 30 years of age, they're like, man, what the fuck? And so, yeah, they got to turn to, listen to a Fresh and Fit. They got to pick up the book I was talking about at the beginning, Velvet and Steel. They got to do that because they don't have a dad to tell them. Now, I would rather that dude go to somebody else than be floundering out here trying to figure himself out until he's like 60.
You know, one of my favorite videos to watch, I've been seeing these videos trend lately, and you'll have these guys like sometimes all races, right? They'll be in their mid-30s. Some of them were felons in and out of jail, just messed up credit. And it was like, I started late. I started at 35, and I turned it around. Like, there's still hope. It's not gonna be for the majority. It's never gonna be for the majority. But when I see guys say, "Yo," the famous Tate story where a guy called him, was like, I don't know what to do. I have no direction. I want to kill myself. And he told him, bro, just get in shape. Get in shape, then come back to me and tell me what you want to do. Dude and kill himself. And I see a bunch of those guys say, hey, man, you saved my life. I had the gun in my head. The gun was in my mouth. I was going to kill myself. So if we can save just those few lives, then it's all worth doing. I'd rather they not put the gun in their mouths and give up than just like Trey said, to be floundering around in life. You're not going to save everybody.
Is all of this supposed to be like some type of social media social work? And guys are supposed to be surrogate stepdads to people?
No. Men are meant to hold on, real quick, kid, real quick. Men are meant to have a wolf pack. Men are meant, like when you got problems, you got emotional issues, and somebody needs to tell Crowder this. You don't express those to women. Like you emotionally vulnerable. Like if it ain't a kid dying or a parent dying, man, don't express that emotions to no woman. Express it to your homeboys. Express it to your crew. Women don't give a fuck at the end of the day. They probably don't even care if your parents die at the end of the day because of solipsism. You got to be around men. Men have to learn to be, I got to get a network of men. That's what this is. It ain't about being stepdaddies. The first thing you tell a dude when you mentor him is this, nigga, I ain't your daddy. Yeah. Don't come to me looking at me like your daddy. And you got to take action. I'm not going to sit up here and waste my, take free time out of my schedule, when I could be chilling with wifey, or I could be chilling with my kids, or freaking, I don't know, watching something stupid on Netflix to come up here and help you, and you're going to turn around and do the same dumb shit you've been doing for the last 20 years. Fuck no.
I get all of that, but
maybe I'm
wrong, but I thought that the majority of that would be done like in person.
Bro, you can't do. Okay, go ahead.
Because we're living in a more the young kid, SKC, you've alluded to all of this. These kids, they're not built a certain way, partially because they didn't have fathers, and there's less social interaction. Let's be real. A lot of these kids are living their lives online. That's how the game rolls, right? And the internet is a very good tool. You can find other like-minded people, and if you lack knowledge, if you lack a certain figure, and this guy's giving you a solid advice that actually works, and you implement it. Like I said, if I see a guy, right, said, hey, I was watching your content and I went from a 470 credit score down at 780. That's good. That's not a bad thing. You're being dismissive, but let's be real.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
A lot of dudes didn't have that growing up. So if they gotta find it online, then they gotta get it how they get it, right?
I'm not talking about any of that. All of this entire thing came up on relationships, and I'm just like, dude, relationships are interpersonal exchanges between man and woman, and it's like, dude, getting long-term advice on how to handle those matters online. Are we serious, bro?
Yes. Hold up, kid. Yes, damn right. Yes, online, because right now, Where else is a dude gonna get it from? Like you said, take a dude in the community. Where the fuck is he gonna get it from? Everywhere he runs to, you got Maggle simps, Black Lives Matter. Oh, they killing us. You take a white dude, you got everybody running around him. All the dudes want to be women. You take an Asian dude and shit. Oh, you ain't shit because you can't get into Harvard. You can't do math. Everywhere you look, dudes are getting shit on in person. So what do? They go online and find like-minded men. That's before they didn't have that. So you know what they had to do? They just had to sit there and take it. They just had to sit there and just suck it up. So either just be miserable their whole lives or put their gun to their mouth.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me let Free Zone jump in on this one, man. I mean I understand all of the other stuff, finances, advice on different things to read or social interaction with people and all of those things, but advice on how to move in. Well, okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay, well, let me put it like this,
Wait,
SKC.
how was that different?
Hold on, real
How was
quick,
that different?
real quick, kid. The difference, SKC, is well here. Not the difference. This is it. Everything me and Kid are talking about are the foundation. If you don't have the foundation, if you weren't handed generational wealth of that strong foundation from your father or grandfather, you have to build it yourself. And everything we're describing is the foundations to that. Myron says, I rock with Myron on this. Freaking B35, have a net worth of at least over or making over 100K. Have experience dealing with women in this modern world, being able to, see through the thoughts, see if you're getting played or not. If you've got that foundation, you're better set up for a long-term relationship so you don't go up there looking like Crowder in 10 years.
And I was going to say, them giving advice, especially if it works, because we have testimonials of men saying, hey, man, I stopped acting like a bitch and a simp. I started implementing X, Y, and Z correctly. And my prospects changed. So if guys are getting results, guys wouldn't be coming. Men are practical, right? For the most part. Men are logical. If men they weren't getting any benefit from this, they weren't making any money. There are going to be guys who just take the information and do nothing. Those guys are always going to exist. But if there were guys who weren't seeing any benefit, then those guys wouldn't exist. They wouldn't be as big as they were if the men and boys didn't see the value in what they're providing. Obviously, they see value in what they're providing. That's why they watch their content.
Wait, SKC, real quick. Being able to see value in something and being able to extract value from something are two different things.
No, but if I watch a Fresh and Fit Monday stream, right, and my credit goes from, which mine did, my credit's in the 700s now, and my credit goes from 470 to 780 or 750, then not only did they provide value, I also extracted value. They teach me how to buy real estate. I buy real estate. Now my net worth is up. That's value that I'm also extracting. That's what these guys are teaching. It's not just all hoes.
But also you got to apply it.
If I watch a video about these.
But that's the whole point. You also got to apply it. That's what a lot of these young boys do online so much. About guys.
Wait, Mel.
Hold on, I'm adding to what you're saying. In reality, that's what it is. We got a lot of these young boys on here that's in the background that don't apply to the information that we give them online consistently. That's why they so lost and complaining so much and fighting so much. A lot of the stuff is even more simple than what it is, but yet they make it so difficult and everything. That's the problem. They don't have they don't even have a masculine identity, and that's where it really starts off right there and stuff. And that's why a lot of these boys is failing the way they are. And that's one thing I say with Ms. Lucario and Miles Cullen be preaching a lot, and I do agree with them on that and everything. You might not like their style, especially with the open relationship bullshit, but the reality they do have a point and everything too with that. A lot of these boys online don't have masculine identities, period. Because if you actually do, you would be constantly.
Before we even get there.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Because I'm about to land. We wouldn't be constantly be up on here arguing not us. I'm talking about, when we see all the panels and stuff like that, but they won't be arguing so much the way they are so much. They would actually go out and apply the information to what it is, what they being teach and everything. What they do, they listen so much and everything like a religion and being like it's hate watching fun, but are they actually applying it and everything? No, they really not. Only a small percentage of them boys is actually doing that.
But that's the Pareto principle. Like only 20% of people are going to actually take it and run with it. But the point I'm making, you have guys who are actually implementing, watching the content and implementing into their lives. That's how Myron got started. Myron was working for the FBI. He bought Brandon Carter's he bought his thing. He was working with this guy. He was working with this guy. He learned from this guy. And then he built a successful podcast. Same thing with Fresh. First time he came to Miami, hey, how did you get that Lambo? What did you do to get that? Asked questions, wrote down notes, implemented it. So what I'm saying is you have guys who are implementing the value. Otherwise, if guys were just being failed by these guys, I don't think they would be as big as they were. They were just complete. They didn't know what they were talking about. It didn't work at all. They were just blowing smoke. I mean, you have guys that do blow smoke, but come on, nobody takes Lamar Johnson seriously.
But you just said yourself 20%, and that's actually a true fact. Only a little percent is actually doing that.
That's human nature. That's human nature.
Exactly, and that's what it is. It's just like just like mine's part of the 20% that actually doing what he's actually learned. He learned it to ask questions and apply it to action.
Unrealistic. Expecting anything more than 20% expecting more than 20% is unrealistic. That's just how
at the end of it, what's being said, kid, is that if you're taking your 20% principle, the only thing that we're saying is that the 80% is just entertainment.
Okay, exactly. I don't care. Why do y'all care about the majority so much? I gotta ask you this question.
That's what we don't.
No, you do because you keep.
No, we don't. We don't care about the 80%. I say it all the time on panels. Dude. I say it on the panels all the time. I'm not trying to save everybody. I already know a small percentage of people is going to apply it, brother. Damn.
Mel, somebody mute Mel. Mel, don't yell at me. One, don't do that. Two, I'm talking to SKC. Do not interrupt me. No. I was talking to SKC, nigga. Be quiet.
Actually, I was talking to SKC too.
No, I was talking to SKC.
I don't understand. Wait. I don't understand I don't understand the question. What do you mean? Why do you care so much about the majority? I don't get that.
My question to SKC. I'm not talking to Mel. Mel, there's nothing against you. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to SKC. SKC has repeatedly brought up the majority several times in this conversation, and I'm like, why do you keep bringing them up? Because I'm not bringing them up. Why do you care so much about the majority? You said let it burn. Let it burn.
No.
He was talking about the. Oh, yo, you hear it? Go ahead.
And I'll hand it right to you, Free Zone. I'll have it right to you. I wasn't the one that brought up the majority, kid. I
wasn't either. No, I wasn't.
You stated that the trend is going towards to where the majority of people will not. Yeah.
In that sense, I did bring up the majority, but I'm saying like But I'm not concerned about them. I was just stating a fact. I was laying out what the groundwork is, what the reality is, but I don't care about the majority.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, so then take that same logic and then apply it on the opposite side for Mel and myself.
What do you mean?
You're using the majority to make your argument.
Yeah.
But
you're saying that we can't do the same thing.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
When you say the majority of people aren't getting married, you're using the majority.
But that's
we was technically agreeing with you, kid. You was constantly fighting with us, like we wasn't.
I am man enough to admit when I'm in a corner. I'm wrong.
The only thing I'll say, and this is another reason why societally it really doesn't matter what you do from a societal purpose, because it is done. All right. The illogical conclusions end in destruction. Even the logical conclusions end in destruction from a societal standpoint. So it really doesn't matter what you do. My thing is the fact that people look up to a Fresh and Fit and an Andrew Tate. I like them, but I don't look up to them. The fact that people look up to them and see them as role models is yet another sign that this shit is done. Because realistically, they're not people who should be looked up to.
Let me get in here. Hold on. I gotta Cash App real quick. I'm just gonna acknowledge and jump in here. In this comment right here, it's so esoteric by design, few will get it. And it's the Pareto principle, y'all, 80-20. And as far as business and like everybody balling out and doing good, it will always be the Pareto principle. However, mating and dating ain't lining up for the Pareto principle. The 80-20 rule applies, yes, finances, getting it in, people that will listen to a Fresh and Fit, cool. But when it comes to mating and dating, sucking and fucking, it's 95-5. Hoflation is in full effect. So if a guy, here's the issue I have with the other side of the argument. If a guy has no foundation and you're telling him to go be 50-50 and get ran through with a fat baby mama who's bringing 3 kids from 3 different niggas into a relationship, or go listen to a Fresh and Fit, get your crypto game up, get your Forex game up, get your Amazon FBA game up, and then go around here, get your body right and go smash baddies in a foreign country, I'd rather them look up to Fresh and Fit. I'm like, dude, go listen to Fresh and Fit. As an OG, as somebody damn near 50 years old, hey man, go listen to them niggas over there. You ain't had no daddy, you ain't got nobody else telling you. No, well, my advice, don't marry that single mama. I don't care how good her freaking nappy is, freaking go the other way. I don't care what she does for you. I'm just warning you now. Go listen to them niggas right there, Myron and freaking Walter, and go follow their route. Bro, get the fuck out of this freaking situation.
I was
and
gonna
Trey,
say this.
Trey, you know that a lot of those guys, Trey, will be. I'm talking about the guys that just ain't gonna make it.
I don't think about that. I don't think like that, SKC.
I know, but I'm just saying, just hypothetically speaking, you and I both know that if we was to get some of those guys, take them in the middle of Iowa somewhere, got them a little small plot of land with corn-fed Becky at a little place, that they would be fine. But they're so plugged into a whole bunch of bull of what life should be and all this other stuff that they're done.
Well, that's what a sales funnel is, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say real quick. I was going to say that was goofy that was goofy what you did though, Trey. Like you presented it like there's only 2 options, like either get with the baby mama or watch Fresh and Fit. Like what kind of those aren't the only 2 options that are on the table.
I would give a third option.
Hold on real quick. Hold up real quick, man. Hold on real quick. No, I just
there's more than 3 options. There's a plethora of options.
There's a plethora of options, but I just presented 2 at the extremes because you said look up to a dude like, Myron versus the latter. And if a dude doesn't have any foundation, okay, where is he going to go? If besides the internet, where is he going to go? To them niggas on the block? To them felons out there doing, homosexuals? Who he going to look up to? White boys, who he going to go up to? The meth dealer on the corner? Who he going to look up to? So if they ask me, if they come to me, it's a funnel method. Hey, man, yeah, OG, hey, man, help me out. Okay, bro, this is what you got to do. I got to see he's got the propensity to first, he needs to be able to listen. All right, cool. This motherfucker ain't stupid. He can listen. All right, cool. Now it's like a Kung Fu movie. Hey, man, now you got to go out there and do these things. And then I might give him the knowledge. All right, cool. He can do those things. And then it's going to be about 4 or 5 more steps before I even show him how to get to Iowa with Big Booty Becky.
I mean, I was gonna say this to Free Zone. I get what you're saying, but you gotta also understand that a lot of people watching Myron and Fresh are young. They're like a lot of these kids there's some of these guys in their teens. You got guys 18, 17, 19, 22 calling them. You don't have a bunch of, like, if you're talking about guys way past grown, they in their 30s and 40s looking up, okay, fair enough. That's kind of weak. But if you're young, you kind of don't know, you're looking for a mentor. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with them looking for mentorship for guys who actually are doing what they want to do. You gotta in context, they have a fairly young male audience watching them. Because let's be real, the older guys, they're so plugged into the simp matrix. They're making hit pieces on these niggas and talking about they don't know what they're talking about. So that would be the only thing. But I me. Hold
on. Laughing Dog, you're my homie, bro. You're my white old homie. There are millions of role models, police, construction, firemen, doctor, all that shit that will help at any moment of the day. No, the fuck they won't, bro. No, the fuck they won't. Those men, they got their own lives, their own families to worry about. They can't stop at a moment's notice and do that. And you're saying all these online personalities and no, here's the thing. Attack their arguments, not the person. Is what they saying legit? Is the advice they giving legit? Attack that.
No, I'm not attacking. I absolutely agree with attacking the person. because you do have to have credibility to say what you're saying.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
kind of?
That's
I don't know where that. Hold on, Mel. I don't know where that goofy shit came from, but you have to have some type of credibility. You can't be a game nigga spitting to like teaching people, but you don't have no hope. Like you cannot be that kind of person. So who
yeah,
you are
Alright.
is just as important as what you're saying.
yeah.
Hey,
Because you know
Free
what,
Zone.
there are some
Oh,
things I do question. Even Refresh and Fit is like, yo, it's very questionable how
what
they
do
do
you,
their game tactics. We especially with Refresh and everything. Be first
Walter.
friend, but that's the tactic I wouldn't even teach a lot of young boys. Like, you know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay, well, okay. So you're
Just do a little
saying
bit
the
of
hold on, pause, pause, real quick, fellas. No, pause, real quick. Let's take Fresh into account. Motherfucker's a little, he ain't in female standards, no homo. He ain't the freaking the kind of feet the dude that these chicks are going for. But hey, you look at his channel, you look at what he's doing, we can run the analytics on their channel, we can run their numbers just like we did for KS. And then you match that against what's he saying. Okay, what can you attack about Fresh? Do it. That's what I'm saying. What can you attack about Fresh?
He's saying that he doesn't think that Fresh gets the hoes like that. That's what he's trying
That
to say.
man, that's nigga shit, man. No nigga shit over here.
No. I don't. Wait a minute. I don't have an issue with Fresh or Fit. I'm saying that argument that you just said is incorrect. Like
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna listen to. It's like these people who say that
They
you
listen
can
to the message
you
and
can.
not focus on the message of who's giving it
Well,
and
no.
everything. It's like I
They'll
was
say you could.
it's,
They'll say something
it's
like
just,
you could learn from anybody. I'll learn from a
yeah,
homeless person. It's like no, the fuck, I won't listen. I won't learn
No.
from a homeless
exactly.
person.
That's
Well, you
one thing
can.
Alonzo Curry
You can
pointed
learn
out a
not
lot all
not to
the
be like
time
them.
and stuff.
You can learn
Yeah,
not to
you
be
can.
homeless.
Hell
Alonzo
yeah.
Curry actually had more credibility and everything than Fresh and Fit when it comes to ladies. That's one of the reasons why they invite him on the show. Where they reneged it when they invited him, they
Hold on,
changed
say
their
that
mind
again.
because
We
he
didn't,
took
we didn't
over
hear
that
you,
show.
Myra. I mean, Mel, we didn't hear you. Say that again.
What you
No, what
said?
I was saying, that's one thing when Roger Curry, rest in peace, was exposing a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just like what Free Zone was saying. Like, you gotta listen to you gotta pay attention to the person, the credit of the person who's giving the message and everything. There's a
All
lot
right,
of fake
so
online personalities and everything is questionable and stuff like that.
hold
Yeah,
on.
like
Let's flesh this out real quick and let's define this real quick. I know I sound like fucking Obi real quick, but here's the difference. Me and Free Zone, we're arguing two different points here, bro. What I'm saying is this. You can't look, man, that nigga Fresh. He's short, he ugly, he can't talk. He must got no hoes. That's what I'm talking about as far as attacking the person.
No, I'm not.
no,
I'm not saying. I'm not. I'm not
saying
He's
that.
even.
saying
Yeah, I'm not
like
even talking
somebody
about.
who's
Yeah, I
saying one
understand what
thing
you're
and
saying,
doing
Trey.
another.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
They're
the
not doing
process
what they're
tactics
saying
of
in
how
real
he
life.
gets them and everything is kind of questionable. Made it seem like let's put it
Yeah,
this
like
way:
I'm not.
you
I'm not
Fresh on the
even.
level game. You put Fresh on the level game girls versus Allen Roger Curry. Allen Roger Curry get way more hoes than Fresh. That's a fact.
But
And
here's the
Fresh
thing,
probably got
bro.
more
You
money than
say
Allen
no,
Roger
no, hold
Curry.
on. You said hoes,
You,
bro. You
you and
said
Miller. Yeah,
hoes.
y'all
Hoes,
got it.
girls, whatever. You know what I'm saying? For real, that's the reality is.
Now,
ARC would get way more girls than Fresh would.
now, here's the
And
thing, bro.
that's a
If you
fact.
Now you take Gen X and millennials, I'll give you Allen Roger Curry all day long. Millennials on down, I'm giving it to Fresh. ARC won't no millionaire. He ain't have money like freaking. And I roll with millionaire. Hold up, bro.
ARC would still get a lot of these millennial
Bro,
females.
listen to me, bro. Bro, I roll with millionaires, ugly millionaires, bro, with Lambos. The Lambo is all it takes. That's it. I done seen it with my own two eyes, bro.
Yeah, and how
The
many? I fucked a
Lambo
couple of
is all
chicks,
it takes.
and I fucked a couple of chicks who was married to millionaires also too.
You not get what I'm saying, bro. I said that before. If a nigga goes soft after he get it, yeah, nigga like me and you that's been listening, yeah, no mode one can slide right on in there. But if you just me and you go down the street, I got a Lambo and you got a Ford. I'm a zero when it comes to looks. My Lambo is pulling the hose because my bank account can match my Lambo. My business can match my Lambo.
And what does that actually show with the female?
The
She
hoes
only
are about
likes you for
money,
what
bro.
you. She only likes you
Bro,
because
that's
of what you got.
Bro, that's
She ain't
all
fucking with
females,
you.
bro. That's all hoes, bro. All females is about resources. Excuse my language, y'all. Let me tone it down.
So
All
what's
women, y'all, are
what side
resource.
you want to be on? Do you want to be on
I
the
just want
sexual
to say that
resource
I'm
side
making a completely
or
different argument.
or
So
the
y'all got
object
it.
side?
Bro, I'm
You
not in
want to be on the
denial, bro.
sexual resource side or the object side?
Bro, look at this the slide I have on the panel. A man's role is to give, sacrifice, work, welfare, all this, protect, provide. Protect and provide. You do that through resources, bro. Like
That is
a look.
that's for his family.
Yeah, that's what it started at.
Let's talk about this chick. You know what? Let's put that aspect also too. You gonna provide for a woman that ain't sexually attracted to you?
Bro,
And knowing the
it
fact
does.
that she'll cheat
Look,
on you every day? No problem.
Mel, I'm telling you,
you're
man.
too obsessed with hoes, bro. You're too obsessed with these hoes, bro.
Bro,
You ain't gotta be a hoe. It's the reality of females' nature.
No, you're
period.
too
It's
obsessed
sexual
with
nature.
women, Mel.
That's the whole point.
Mel, you need to hear this. You are too obsessed with women, bro.
No, I got more knowledge with women than probably you,
No,
Kissed Out.
no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
no, we not gonna turn it into who got more bitches, man. Let's keep it. No, who got more bitches.
You can't beat me on this argument.
His mind is just always on who got.
What's your point? What you assuming my mind was gonna hold so much like that?
We're talking about something.
The reality is, do you know my woman's sexual nature?
Women.
Do you know my woman's sexual nature?
Always talking about.
Right. Do you know about woman's sexual nature?
Oh, okay. Pause real quick. I got a cash up, y'all. I got to salute to my man. Hey, fellas. My man Deacon Dave coming through with the cash app. I'm gonna give a little something for the cash app. You know that let me see something that all of us, can agree on for the cash app. Sorry, Deacon Dave, but I got to give it to him. We can all agree on this.
Niggas can be gay too, whether you like it or you love it, whether you're kissing or you're touching, the right or lust, I know you covet. Niggas can be gay too, there ain't nothing.
Who did it best? Me, my sister, or my niece?
All right, I'm gonna give it to y'all. But here's the thing: as SKC said,
on that video, huh? I actually met her. I smashed her too.
Hey, them thick Beckies.
I actually did.
Hold on, real quick. Them thick Beckies, like SKC said, if you get all your shit right, they in Iowa waiting for you. You ain't even gotta go to Scandinavia. They in Iowa waiting for you, and they thick like that. Shit, they getting thick like that down there in Texas. But y'all got it. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hey, Free Zone, can you hold it down? Or Kid, you got it. I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah. I ain't going nowhere. No, Mel, basically what I'm saying is I'm not attacking your character. All I'm saying is whenever we're talking about something that doesn't explicitly have to do with women, you always bring it back there. And I'm like, the conversation doesn't always have to revolve around women. Because at the end of the day, if you do listen to Myros, Lucario, EO, if you do listen to those dudes, they'll tell you it always begins and ends with the man. Shout out to EO. So all I'm saying is I'm more interested in talking about ideas on how men can self-improve so they don't have to put up with this nonsense. That's what I'm saying. You bring it back. We all understand female nature. You
know what I'm saying? Word.
No, you're not. You're not. You're talking about hoes, and what they do and how they treat men. And I know about female nature, nigga. I bought Alan Roger Curry's books. I
bought his book and actually applied and did what he said in his books. I talked to ARC also too.
Fair enough. But like, I don't want to talk about it all the time.
All right, thank you.
I could be talking about the government, and you'll be like,
"You can talk about things, but actually apply."
It doesn't have to always be about the whole. I'm just being straight with you, bro. I'm
being straight. Like
I'm being straight with you. I'm telling you the truth. See, somebody that don't care will just lie to your face and just tolerate you. I'm telling you the truth.
So ARC lie to your face, huh? Did you apply this knowledge?
You're doing it again.
No, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Ain't doing it.
I didn't bring up ARC. I don't care about ARC.
Did you actually apply ARC's teachings?
No, I'm a disabled man. I don't talk to women. But I know what to do.
So you just wasted this.
I know what to do. I got the framework. It ain't that difficult.
What the hell are you gonna argue with me about this subject?
I'm just telling you to bring it off of the whole.
Tonight.
All right, calm down. Bring it down. I'm just asking you.
No, why don't you try to bring an argument that makes sense?
Because thou self-protest too much.
You can't.
Hoes. We get it.
Yeah. Look, you don't get hoes.
We get it. Like, do you get hoes?
Because I get hoes. I get women.
I got
all different styles. Thank you. Have no problem. I don't even complain and bitch about it.
I'm not out here like that. I'll admit
you
that.
You want to bitch about him so much.
I'm in a wheelchair, nigga. I'm not out here. I never said I was. I'm in a wheelchair. I never said I was out.
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
I'm not.
The wheelchairs get bitches also too.
Like,
so that's no damn excuse.
You get hoes. I don't believe you get hoes. I don't.
I do believe
If
you
we gonna
don't
be
get
real
hoes.
about it,
Look
I
how
don't
you
know.
try and make
I never said that I do. I never said that I
come
do.
on, man, for real.
But I'm if I'm gonna be real with you, you doubt those
I see
contest too
mental
much, nigga.
retarded dudes get chicks in their own image. So what you talking about? So what's your excuse?
I doubt what you say. If I'm gonna be real with you,
You don't get what
you
I'm
talk about it
saying.
way. You talk about it way too much. For a nigga that get hoes like that, you talk about it way too much, my dude. Way too much.
No, you're trying to fight me on a subject that you have no
I'm not
knowledge
trying.
of.
I didn't want to talk about something else except hoes, bro. Dag.
Exactly, because
Is that all you think about? You don't think about nothing else? You don't care about money. You don't care about proving yourself. You ain't got no hobbies. It's wrong with you
I'm already getting money. I care about all that. That's the whole point.
No.
I don't complain about hoes like you do.
I don't. You are doing it.
You're complaining about it. You're complaining about hoes like you are right now.
It's annoying when I get on a panel.
Come on, man. Like,
I gotta grumble because when you get on, I already know what you're gonna talk about. It's predictable. Hoes, like that.
Exactly. A dude that could look against you is a dude that complain about women so much.
I use complain about women. I'm not complaining about women.
I work with them.
Nigga, I could be Mel. I've been
no,
on
you
panels
can't
with
be coming on my level. You can't.
I've been on panels with you where I'm talking about the government and you're talking about hoes.
Yeah, you talk about the damn government.
I can be talking about anime. I
don't give a shit about the government like that. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't give a shit about the government like that.
Exactly. All you care about is hoes. All you care about is sex.
I don't care about government history and all that bullshit.
You a retard. You're a helmet, nigga. Like that's all you care
No,
about.
I don't give a shit like you do. That's the whole point.
I get it. No, you do. You do.
No, I don't. I don't give a shit.
That's what you care about, nigga.
Blah blah blah.
You care about all you care about is getting your next nut. There's no substance to you, nigga. Learn how to speak,
nigga. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ. You're a retard.
You're a handicapped bitch.
Yes, and you're a retard.
Yes, you're a handicapped bitch.
I'd rather be handicapped.
I know you rather jump off the fucking
a retard helmet that is doing what he's saying that I'm doing.
Because you're making all these
damn pull more holes than you about trying, nigga. Really?
Win.
You paying? You a trick? You a whole trick out here?
You're a biggest dumbass.
I
can't even trick right.
I know a trick when I hear one. You a trick. You a trick. Stop. You ain't implementing
nothing. Incel motherfucker. Shit.
No, you're an incel. You're a trick and an incel.
You want to sound bitter right now about it. Shit.
Because all you do is talk about
I do talk about women all day. Yes, I talked about them in a positive life, that what they do for me.
No, you don't.
I don't have a hatred towards them like you do.
Get on panels.
Everything ain't always about money all the damn time and shit like that.
All you do is talk about hoes. Well, hey, where the hoes at? You that nigga. Where the hoes at?
Look at you, Dusty, see where the hoes at. Nigga, you got game. You go find yourself the fucking hoes.
Hey, Golden Eagle. I'm trying to change the subject. This retard. All he wants to talk about is...
You ain't gonna go get him? Are you gonna go get him?
Y'all
you sound like them clowns up in the fucking panels all the time.
I ain't tolerating them. I'm gonna tell niggas exactly how I feel about them.
Why don't you do like the Passport Bros and go overseas and do nigga shit like Austin does? And get played like he does.
Hey, Trey, drop this idiot, bro. I'm tired of talking to him. I'm annoyed.
Yeah, get out of here, bitch. What the fuck?
You know what? Fine, Mel. Since you want to talk about hoes so much, talk. You got the floor. What do you do to get hoes?
Yeah, what's the negative shit about hoes you don't like?
I'm putting it on. No, I'm putting it on you now. Balls in your court. No, you want it.
What's the negative shit about hoes you don't like so much?
You want to talk about hoes?
You want to talk about hoes? You can't get them. That's the whole
fucking point. What do you do?
They don't want to fuck with you. That's the whole fucking point.
Come on, Mel. It's not that hard. Use your words, Mel. Use your words.
Why don't you learn?
Tell me how you get hoes.
No.
Tell me the process. You got game, right? You got game, right?
Animosity towards them so much.
Okay, I get it. Break down your process.
In general.
Break down your process. What do you do to get women? How do you pick them up? What do you say?
I ain't teach you shit. You got all the knowledge you need to learn.
I don't know. No, you got the knowledge.
I don't want to teach you. You learn your own way. You already got your way of learning shit.
I gave him the floor, and he don't want to talk about it.
You because you already
doing it, nigga. You ain't doing it.
Teach with you.
You ain't doing it.
Not even your masculine course. What the fuck out of here with that?
All right, tell me how you get hoes.
Works for you. You got all the knowledge.
How do you live in New York? How you raise these New York hoes?
Go apply it.
No, you apply it. Tell me how you apply it.
Change the name. Kid style. Kick. Take the kid out of it. Put it man.
No, that's my nickname. My grandmother gave me my name. That's my nickname, nigga. Respecting my grandmother.
Yeah,
now,
the kid.
Stop talking about me.
Grown ass
man. Mel, you want to talk about hoes?
Go the fuck out.
Because you want to talk about women, though.
Man, what the fuck?
I just want to talk about women, though. Tell me about women. How do you get them? What you got? What I gotta do? Oh, great Mel.
Sorry, I can't teach a lame like you because you ain't gonna listen. So what the fuck?
Because you don't know, nigga. That's why
you're not worthy of it. That's the whole point.
You're lame. You're lame.
You're not worthy of it, lame.
Man, watching these niggas for 6-7 years, paying for their product.
You're
and
not
you still ain't getting
worthy
no hoes,
of
nigga.
it.
You still gotta
I ain't
pay.
teaching you
Matter of fact,
shit.
I heard my brother say you paid. You admitted to paying. You a trick. What you talking about? You're a whole admitted trick up here talking about you got game. Shut up, nigga. Stop.
You dumbass. What the
Stop.
fuck? Shit.
Stop. Listen. The
Uh-huh,
point is, stop derailing the conversation. When we're talking, when the men, the
handicapped
adults,
motherfuckers
when
get
the
bitches more
adults
than
are
your
talking
ass
about
does,
some
what the
real
fuck?
serious issues that
This
requires more than 80 IQ points,
Blah,
don't get on
blah,
camera.
blah. You got your 80 IQ points and want to fuck sex dolls.
You got 70. You got lower
Exactly, a
than 80
fake
IQ.
bitch.
You're retarded. You're literally retarded. You're not smart.
Yeah, I know. You like fucking sex dolls so much. I mean, damn.
You're a helmet.
So incompetent.
Stop telling on yourself, nigga.
The fuck?
Hey, I know you don't want to put peanut butter in your dick, nigga. You retarded. Like, you are a retard.
Damn.
Stop talking about hoes all day. I don't want to hear about that.
Y'all don't talk about hoes one day because
I don't want to hear about your feelings. I don't want to hear about your feelings.
You mad because you don't get women. What the hell?
I'm not mad, bro. I've been in the wheelchair
Yes,
for
you
14
is,
years.
because every time you want to cut motherfuckers off and they bring a woman in the subject, you want to cut them off.
I'm
That's the
chilling,
dude that
bro.
don't get
I'm
women.
chilling, bro.
Period.
No, because I don't let hoes
That's all
disrespect
you
me.
are. You're mad. That's deep sound.
I'm
You're
not mad at women because I've had plenty of
mad.
conversations where I've been very calm. I'm cutting you off.
Your
I cut everybody off. I treat everybody the same.
I feel like I want to bring up them. I'll bring them up. So what?
I'll
What do you
cut
want
you
to do
off,
about it?
and I'll cut a woman off.
Goofy clown man, what are you going to do about it?
Huh? Keep cutting you off and calling you a retard. If I'm going to do about it.
Is that goofy clown man? What the fuck? Lame.
Your insults don't even hit.
You're already incel. You probably the next king of the incels. You're handicapped.
I said insults, retard.
Crying because you can't get with women and shit. So you want to talk about?
I'm not crying, nigga.
That's the dude that don't get bitches.
Stop projecting to me.
You can't even get it if you want to pay for it.
Hey, just because you cry yourself to
why'd you
sleep
go
and jack
pay for
off,
it?
that's you. I don't do that. I don't do none of that. You
Yes.
crying yourself to sleep, nigga.
Exactly. That's why you're so grumpy
a girl
all the
won't
time.
rub your dick. I'm chilling, bro.
Any dude that brings up a subject of
I
women
care
from
more
your
about
point of
money
view,
than I care about hoes, bro. Like, I don't care about this. I don't care about none of this.
Because you don't get with women, period. That's why you're mad. I should get frustrated.
I'm not
yes,
frustrated.
you is, Just admit it. Come on, you're frustrated. We try to help you, but you don't want the advice.
All you do is talk about hoes.
Why should buy all the information about dating advice?
What the girls with women think
not
about
gonna
you.
apply it.
You're obsessed about.
Did you
what
actually
women say
apply
to
a lot of knowledge that you was taught?
You're obsessed. I know how to talk to
You
women,
did
bro. I know how to talk to women.
Did you apply the knowledge that you read about in the book? Beyond the Beta Male Revolution? So I know you got that book.
I guarantee it. I
know you got that book. Did you apply the more one? Did you apply
I guarantee.
Did you apply all that knowledge? Did you apply it in real life to see if it works?
There's actual footage of me talking to women.
When
you never see you talk to a woman.
And there you go. You bring up some dumbass statistics and shit like that. I don't give a fuck about statistics all the time.
I know, because you're a retard.
I don't give a fuck about it.
Retards don't care about nothing other than eat, sleep, fight, bust.
I don't give a shit about it. Because I want to be a part of a small percentage, which I am now.
You can't even spell it. No, you're not. You are the
don't matter
nigga. You are below average.
Outsider. This you like to be part of in the box so much. Blah blah blah.
You are a homeless nigga living in the middle of New York City. Stop. Don't play with me. You don't want to do this. You ain't gonna win this battle. You don't.
You ain't got no style. What the fuck? Change your fucking name.
You don't want it with me. No.
I don't want none of it. What the fuck? What the fuck you think I am? Gay? You fucking gay?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
I know. All you think about is the next nut.
Why don't you go to women say that?
Bitch.
Want none of this. See what works.
You are a basic nigga. You like, yo, draw any loadout on NBA 2K. That's you, nigga. Any nigga loadout, a bum on the street and probably live with his mother or some fat bitch. That's you, nigga. You.
Oh.
I've seen niggas like you all my life.
That's what you really want to smash. You want to smash big moo cows, huh?
What? Hey Trey,
you want to smash
where
big
you at,
moo
man?
cow?
You gotta.
I mean, you
give me
go
somebody.
find them right across the street. They probably want them as your neighbors.
I'm not going to this retard.
Oh, I forgot. You probably did try that. They didn't want you. Sheesh.
Thank you, Free Zone. Please.
I was in the back enjoying the who gets hosathon. The who gets hosathon.
I ain't in that. I ain't never said I did. I never said I got hosed. You ain't never heard me say that. So whoever saying that argument, I never said that about myself. So I don't know who out here saying I'm beating my chest on about hoes I get. I never said that. So
well, audience, you've heard the who gets hosathon. Who do you think gets more hoes? For Kid Styles, press 1. For male, press 2. For Kid Styles, press 1. For male,
This nigga's a
press
negative.
2.
Hey, I'm a 0. This nigga's a negative.
I mean,
20.
Stephen Hawkins got more chicks than he did. What the fuck? And he was more handicapped than he was. So what's your damn excuse? That's I don't bother these men.
I simply ask you to tell me.
If a man has to talk
you got all
for a
these
machine
hoes.
all the time and
You
couldn't
got
work
all
with
these
his wife, but
women.
he was able to get a
all
wife
these women.
and money the way he did. What is your damn excuse?
You got all these women, right? Tell me how you get them though.
What is your damn lame excuse?
Tell me how you got all these women, bro. You going that fresh? You stutter more than fresh, nigga. Stop it.
Sheesh.
You're a stuttering mess. Stop it. This is too easy.
Your bitch ass nigga.
Freeze on. Hey, I don't want to talk about this no more. Freeze on. What you got?
Oh, because I know you lost the argument. Thank you.
My original point was that the argument of it's not a just deal with the argument, don't deal with the person. It is the person making the argument, so you have to deal with the person. If a person like okay, I'll give you an example, kid. I'll give you an example, kid. Okay. You saying that you know about women's nature because you read Mode 1 sounds crazy. Because if you're not on the ground, that is what you said. I know it's the heat of the moment. I know it's the heat of the moment. And you was trying to.
Point, but I know how to talk to women. I've had real experiences. I know it doesn't seem like that, but there was a time I wasn't always in this wheelchair. So like, I know what you're saying. I'm not saying I read a book and poof, I know how to talk to women. That's not what I'm saying.
Right. No, and I wouldn't doubt. We got to do that, bro. We definitely got to do a stream because I'm not too far from you. When we go live, we pull up, we roll up on Dubs, and you just pull them. You just pull them. The numbers game with Kid Styles. You just roll through the bar. Just what's your number? What's your number? What's your number?
Fire. I'm gonna get rejected by 90% of the women. just off the wheelchair, but I'm with it. I'm rocking with it.
Modern women versus wheelchair. Let's see who wins it.
I ain't gonna sit here and act like I ain't rusty and I don't need to go out there and practice again. But I'm just saying I'm not acting like I'm this player, this alpha. No, I never said that.
So in my mind, it's Arrested Development, right? Because when I was in my 20s, early 20s, it was where the hoes at. Who can get the numbers?
Right.
Let's go. Let's pull them. Right. So in my mind, when I hear people in their 30s, 40s, 50s saying that stuff, it looks sad to me. It looks crazy to me because it's like you are old. Your life done came and gone. You know what I'm saying? You have a family. You probably got kids, all that stuff, and now you're the where the hoes at, nigga? In your 40s and 50s.
Let me tell you something, bro. It's not where the hoes at anymore. When you hear old dudes talking like that, they maggles. Now, when you get this age, man, it's not where the hoes at. It's moving silence. If you're doing it, you just keep your mouth shut. You don't say shit. The hoes come to you. You ain't got to go look for them. If you take the advice that I give, and hey, go follow these dudes over here. Go make these moves. Go do this. The hoes will just come to you. You ain't got to go looking for shit.
Exactly.
There's truth to that.
ALC preached that. Lucario, Ron Wills, they say that. Real plays move in silence and stuff like that. We got to do that. Especially, they always supposed to move in silence. Matter of fact, it's not even a young or old man's game. Real actual men in the game move in silence. Period.
Anyway. Free zone.
Hey, okay.
You were talking about ignoring the
free zone. I definitely agree with you on that. Definitely, like you got to pay attention to the person who's giving the message.
Okay,
just like the whole situation with the Derek Jackson
but I
situation.
didn't. But Mel, here's the thing. I didn't bring that up to attack the people in the space. I was just making a very specific point. You know what I'm saying? Like you wait. Hold on, kid. Hold on, real quick, kid. You turned it into Mel. You turned it into attacking other people. That was you who did that because that wasn't my argument. I don't even think SKC was up here. I don't even think that was his argument.
On that point about pay attention to the person giving the message.
Right. But you
had to try to come at me that way, so I got to come at him.
Okay, hold on. Let me interject real quick, y'all, in this, and let's end this once and for all, and then go to Kid. Now, it was a little discussion over attacking a person, the message. Here's the thing. We'll go back to Fresh. We're just going to use Fresh as the avatar for this. Okay, what Fresh is saying, the way he's living his life, what he does, his YouTube channel, the hoes he's pulling. Verify it. Trust. Okay, I give you the benefit of the doubt. This guy's putting good information. Before I go recommend him to my nephew or to my son, I'm gonna verify. If it turns out he on some bogus shit, no, man, I ain't giving this nigga. I ain't telling my nephew to follow this dude. Fuck that. Yeah, it's like, okay, dude, you putting all this information out there, like Derek Jackson. First time I saw Derek Jackson, all right, let me go see what this nigga about. And right off the rip, I was like, man, this nigga grifting. This nigga grifting like a motherfucker. He pulling mad hoes pulling the hoes that made the niggas like, but he just married the one and he just lied to hoes or whatever to make money.
There you go.
I was gonna say,
or they married.
Like, because I know who he's talking about. He's talking about Donovan Sharp. I know who you're talking about, Free Zone. Exactly who you're talking about. You're talking about Donovan, right? That's
Who's talking? Who? Mel's talking about Donovan?
No. He said
your Free Zone. Your example is Donovan Sharp, because that's who came to mind when you made that argument about the messenger and look at the person. And there's a point to be made that Donovan, obviously, he feels about a lot of stuff. There's some things he's not being honest about. But if you just look at what he's talking about and the arguments he makes, it does work. It's not like it's ineffective. It would be less credible maybe coming from him, but it does work.
Okay, stop right there. Donovan did something. How many niggas out here done thrown a conference in a whole different city and invited niggas and guest speakers with credibility across the sphere and across, the financial sector to come speak at his conference? How many niggas out here did that? Just for that, you just got to give him his props alone. Now everything else,
the car is doing that also too as his own conference.
If it's character,
unless you want to add the Manifield meetup, because I know you ain't gonna add that, Trey.
No, man. I mean, I gotta
on purpose to see your reaction.
No. Seriously, I gotta give props. No. I gotta give props. While I don't agree with the whole way they set it up, as far as, and I said this, remove black, and you got a moneymaker. But yeah, I got to give them props for actually doing it. I'm not going to sit up here and, throw shade. They got it done. They did it. Would I have did it that way? Hell no. But they actually took the steps, put the energy forth, and took the necessary actions, and it got done. So salute.
He basically stole the 21 convention. He just stole everybody. He just stole everybody for the 21 convention. And that's why Anthony Johnson's going after him right now. That's kind of funny.
I mean,
but
I am.
I hear what you're saying that if somebody has character flaws, right, or if they're somewhat hypocritical in certain areas, they lose credibility in what they're saying, even though what they're saying might actually be accurate. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the perfect example I use for that is when Alan Curry always called out alpha male strategy so much. He always called him as hypocrite so much. Yeah, but he got a large percentage of audience that listen to.
Me personally, like I stayed away from people online because my fundamental belief is not necessarily the advice part as far as online people. It's the role model aspect of it. I don't agree that online personalities should be your role model. But as far as their advice, I mean, if you get some advice and you implement it and it works out for you, then I'm not going to argue with the result.
Let me ask you a question, Freezone. What's your thoughts on the coaching industry then?
What do you mean, the coaching industry?
The coaching industry, like, okay, I'll teach you how to, basically be able to provide, protect, and guide your woman. I'll teach you how to, get a 6-figure W-2 job. You just need to take these steps. Okay, you're going to come to my, conference at the end of the year. We're all going to get together and we're going to hold a mastermind every single week and pay me X amount of dollars, and you'll get, 2 30-minute phone calls a week from me. With everything else, how do you feel about that industry?
I don't really care for it personally. If you use it and it works for you, my personal preference, like when you talk about mentors, right? I found my mentor is on the ground. I know him. I can go to his house. I can call him on the phone. I can go out to eat with him. That's more of a coaching thing that I would prefer, because you get actual on the job training with somebody who's actually there. And if you do your diligent research, it's actually not hard to find these people.
Okay, I can change your mind on that. Hold on real quick, kid. I can change your mind, Free Zone. Say, you know me. You know my credibility is good with you. Tomorrow, hey, free zone. I got a dude right now who likes what you do as Forex. He'll pay you 25,000 for you to coach him online exactly how to get the results that you're getting. Are you gonna tell him no?
No, but what I'm also gonna do is, as you said, is to verify.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a process before I even begin to look at his advice. I need the verification of that, even more so in on an online, well, from a person that's online.
Okay,
But
you
I,
run
I,
your
Here's
I
one
sales.
got
thing
a
Hold on,
I noticed.
real quick, fella. Let me get with free zone real quick. Now, you take that and you vet the guys. You vet him, you do all your due diligence, you set up a curriculum for him, you set up okay, this is where you start at, this is the result you're going to get there. He works, his network increases. And then I'm like, hey, free zone, hey, trade a consultant back over here with you again. Hey, free zone, what I want you to do now is I want you to freaking evergreen that. I want you to put it on paper, put a course together, put it online. I want you now to hold a mastermind every single week. And I want you to get 10 dudes like that. Somebody do the math real quick. 10 times 25, 225,000. And you do 10 dudes like that a month. Now you can make it 250K a month from a coaching industry. That's how it works, bro.
Right.
Just based off your industry.
Yeah,
Just based off your expertise.
And I get that because the way I got into Forex was that exact way.
Here's the thing I'm gonna add from both of y'all perspectives, play put together, because ARC always said this also too. If they always say that they could guarantee you 100%, then you need to walk away from them. And I think that's definitely more on free zone what he's actually trying to allude to. If they give you a 100% guarantee in some, like, let's say the dating coach industry, if most dating coaches do try to provide a 100% guarantee that you're going to get with this top tier female and everything, and Alan Richard always called them out bullshit. No, that doesn't happen like that.
Well, here's the
He's going
thing,
to
and
guarantee that you're not going to be in the friend zone, yes, but to actually get with this woman, have sex with this woman, that's not a
well,
guarantee.
here's where a coach, if I'm consulting a coach, I tell them this: you give guys a guarantee, but don't give them an impossible guarantee. I guarantee you that within 90 days, I can get you on 3 in-person dates. That's reasonable. If you follow, okay, if anybody follows ARC's Mode 1, just read the book. You'll guarantee, and if you follow the book as he describes it, ARC can make the guarantee that I will get you at least 1 in-person date in 90 days. If not, I'll give you your money back. That's how you make a guarantee.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not completely against the coaching industry.
What do most of these people in the spit going to be arguing about with dating coaches about why they always want to see these pictures of these females these dating coaches say they're getting with and everything? Which, technically, if you're in the game, you don't expose none of that and stuff like that. They like, if you dating women and everything, you don't want to expose them like that. That's technically exposing them. That's not part of the game. You're supposed to always be discreet and stuff like that. Yet they know what they see the females that they dating coaches feel like they're getting with and everything. They feel like that's a guarantee, depending on how attractive they are. Okay, I guarantee to get with an attractive female just like he did, and that's the problem. Like everything right there. Like I think that was a lot of problem back in the early years ago with the pickup artists.
Well, that's the intake right there. When you get a guy, okay, what do you want to fuck hoes? Or are you trying to get married? Well, I'm just trying to fuck hoes. Well, I can't help you there, man. I show guys how to be in stable relationships, how to protect, provide, and guide. Mm-hmm. That's what I show guys. Now, if you're a PUA, okay, what? You want to get married? You want to fuck hoes? I want to get married. I can't help you. I just teach guys how to fuck hoes. You got to be honest.
But see, a PUA is never honest. I had to say that. Yeah, even ARC called them out.
But that's the thing.
If it's possible to lie to them indirect and everything, he never taught that. He always tell them be straight direct with your intention. Even
let me get this in.
Okay, go ahead, Friezo.
When you're talking about an online coaching thing, as long as you're, again, me personally, I prefer on the ground, but I can understand, let's say somebody who's in a rural area, that's not their life. You're gonna have to do extra vetting on whatever coaching person you accept. You're gonna have to do extra vetting to make sure they're legit, as opposed to somebody who lives right up the street that you could go to their house and actually verify that, okay, this person knows what he's talking about. That's my overall take on the coaching. If you can verify it, then cool.
That's any business. You're supposed to always research and verify they actually legit. Like, what's their percentage of successes versus their non-successes? If it's like way more successes, like 90%, and there's 10% of non-successes, I'll still rock with that person because you know what?
Yeah,
it is what it is. That's being realistic. Like everybody, he's not going to like Anton Daniels. It's like that. He says all the time, like, you know, he always try to say, like, you know, under my coaching, you'll make more money than what you ever before and everything. He did not guarantee that you're gonna be a millionaire like he is, but he guaranteed that you're gonna make more money in this amount of months than what you're making right now. But
it's like
this ain't gonna be a whole, not gonna be 100%. There's gonna be a little percent of people that, you know what I'm saying, got nitpicks and then work out whatever, and whatever reason they are, that's their reasons. But that's more realistic, definitely. You know,
I'll give you the perfect example. One of my coaches, I will, you know, his thing is 90 days. I'll have you make 30,000. If you don't make 30,000 in 90 days, I will work with you one-on-one until you do. That right there. You pay me this money, I'm not stopping. If I got to fly to your house and do it for you, you will make 30K, and then you're on your own. Once I show you, you know, that's one of their guarantees.
Now that's definitely reasonable right there, because you know if he stand by what he is and he's providing some more extra service, he's technically providing more service than what he's charging. Right there, he's going the extra route.
Yeah.
If you follow my instructions and still don't go out that way, I will come out there for like another month or two and work with you one-on-one more closely and see how your results come from there. Because everybody learns differently also too. They don't learn the same way.
And here's the thing, like with Free Zone, I know I'm throwing that out there, but you know, who did I tell this to? Oh, freaking Pastor. As far as his, you know, Pastor, you know, what did I say? Pastor manure business. Because you know, Pastor's into making what does he make? Freaking what do they call it? Not castings. He does cow manure. That's what he wants to get into. And I was telling him this, as far as you need credibility. If you're going to teach other people how to do it, you're going to have to teach some people for free. Because you need that social proof. So you're going to have to start, like, if you got a $3,000 course, you might have to give a 90% discount to like your first 5 people to get that social proof. Keep working your same job. And then you got to show those 5 people, and those 5 people, you got to work with them until they get it. Now what you got 5 testimonials. You put them on video. You got 5 video testimonials. You know what? Here's a Facebook group. They're right in my group. They're my coaches now. Reach out to them. They'll show you what I did. And, you know, I mean, that's the world we're in now. Right now, it's you trust but verify.
That's a fact.
I get it. I guess, yeah. I get it.
Well, all I wanted to say on this was that you say that it's not hard to find a mentor in real life, but I believe it's fairly difficult. If you don't know where to start, if you live in a certain area, for some people, I mean, maybe for you, if you live in a more populated area, there's more people around you. If you really want to find somebody, you can. But I think that's just where the world is going. You're gonna have more people going online, contacting people like a Brandon Carter, you know, talking to people who are doing these coaching because they're doing it. I see these ads on Instagram all the time of people telling you, you know, you can do this, and whether how successful they are, I don't know all of them, but this is kind of the new meta, is what I'm saying. You like a more down to the streets, grassroots kind of a face-to-face kind of interaction, but I think as we go forward and you know. In time, I think people are just going to be more.
But even to that point, kid, the people who are making the most out of these let's say coaches are the ones that are willing to go that extra mile of looking up the address, actually going to. There are people who are going across the country to actually plot and wait for these people. You know what I'm saying? So or they're willing to just simply move to an area where an abundance of, like, that's why you think people are going to Atlanta, even though Atlanta has all the issues that it has. It's because you're able to be in that hub of people who can make moves and stuff like that. And the people, my argument is that the people who are willing to do that are the ones who get the most out of it.
But I tell you this, I disagree slightly. You don't the juice. You know that whole thing. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. If you're in Montana and your life is Montana, you got the fastest internet possible in Montana. There's no need for you to go to Atlanta. None. If you want to be a Coca-Cola executive, okay, yeah, you got to go to Atlanta. But just say you want to, what else? Basket weaving, coaching. Stay your butt right there in Montana. You get you a great setup. Okay, let me watch Pearly. Let me watch Anton Daniels. I like the way their computer set up. Donovan Sharp. I like his. Freaking even L3, Destiny. I like their computer setup. So I'm going to take, chew the meat, spit out the bones from what their setup is. And oh my God, the basket weaving ARC is having a conference in Atlanta. Let me pay, my $1,000 for the hotel. I go there, I get that, I network, I online network. Now I'm in this networking. Okay, now I'm on Reddit, Pinterest, all these other places, and I got my marketing list. I got my email list of 10,000 other basket people that want to do basket weaving. Done. It's a wrap, and you're still right there chilling in Montana.
I think that's what Kid is trying to say and everything. What we definitely get into.
Hold up real quick. Hold the fuck up, man. I'm gonna take laughing. Oh shoot. Denise is up in here. What's good, Denise? But man, I'm gonna freaking does Laughing Dog got a wrench? I'm about to take Laughing Dog's wrench, man. I'm about to get out the rabbit hole group. How come Fresh and Fit can't date Shakira? Man, who the fuck would want to date Shakira, bro? Like you gotta be. No, bro, you can't.
Well,
you
no,
can't
no,
be
no.
for real, man.
Here's why. But
Date. No. Mel. Date or smash.
Real quick. Here.
They know how to delete the marriage. Shit.
Okay, but so here's my biggest issue with the Fresh and Fit and the Red Pill and those that always talk about traditional women and they have panels. Okay. They never, and correct me if I'm wrong, they rarely have panels with nothing but traditional women. They're usually, what they do is the model is using the behavior of modern women to show red flags of things that you should avoid. But to me, that's the same thing as talking to homeless people about money. The result, if you're talking about traditional women, why wouldn't you teach men how to not only we got the red flags. We see what the red flags is. This is how you know you're dealing with a modern woman. But the other side of it is if you find a decent woman, how do you deal with that? And I don't see anybody who really touches on anything that's like that.
That's me. That's what I do. Now hold it. Now, what's the reaction I get on Bernard's or Lapeef when I go over there with that message? Same message on the screen.
You push back like crazy.
Yeah, he pushed back like crazy. Yeah.
Because think that you're putting them on the men's part of what they got to do. If they get, and technically, yeah, you got a point. Trey, Free Zone definitely got a point because I don't see that also too. It's more like let's debate about relationship topics between men and women and everything, but they never talk about the strategy of okay, you got men that say they want to be traditional women, and you do see some traditional women like one or two, but not every day like that on their panels and stuff like that. You might see a logical in a way here, but but yeah, you're not going to see panels talking about how to.
However, there's two things to this, right? Two things to this. One, they only take who comes, so if they don't come. Let's be real. A traditional married wife, she's not getting on Fresh and Fit. Unless you got that chick that was there yesterday. She's a content creator. She's like this right pill Karen. She was up there. She's pregnant. Okay, Allie, she's been up there.
Oh, you talking Real Femme Sapien? She was there was
another chick up there yesterday.
There was another chick up there yesterday.
But here's the thing. You talk. Hold on, real quick. Here's the thing. Here's the problem with that or solution, whichever way you look at it. Hey, honey, is it okay if I go on Fresh and Fit and debate with thoughts? Let me think about it. Nah, girl, you got to take care of them kids. Maybe next month. There it is, right there. But what do you get if I go over to the nigga tube and say that? Oh man, you can't tell your woman what to do. You can't control her like that, man. That's abuse. Y'all niggas soft. Just like SKC said, niggas is done because they don't have the balls to sit there and tell their woman no.
Exactly.
Yeah, but my argument isn't necessarily limited to the community in regards to this whole red pill thing. neither side of the manosphere does that. None of these channels do that. They want the hosts to come up there so that they can wall out, so that number one, they can get paid. Number two, to show people what like not to. These are the modern women. And my issue with that is
I disagree.
it is a self-fulfilling prophecy that will cause even more men to be alone. Because and my reason is the reason is even if you do come across a decent woman who's not like that, okay, number one, they're not going to know what to do. Number two, the moment they say something that even resembles a modern woman, because it is 2023, so they even the most, even if you do come across a traditional woman, fuck all that Tradcon TikTok shit. If you come across a traditional woman, she may have one or two modern things about her, because we live in a modern age, and they'll throw those women to the side because this bitch said something that a modern woman on fucking Fresh and Fit said, so I'm not gonna deal with her. She might be a modern woman.
Hey, real quick, kid. Real quick.
It's a what's that word? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing: is that the Whatever Show and Fresh and Fit, they got the thoughts up there. Thoughts bring views. Thoughts are more fun to watch. Thoughts are more fun to hang out with when you're a single dude. They're gonna get the more views. Now, are you gonna get entrepreneurs in cars? Richard Cooper. He talks about what you're speaking of, kid. George Bruno, guy that's on Family.
I was just about to say that. There are guys like this. The point I was trying to make is there are guys on that 21 convention, even Donovan to a degree. There are guys on that side, but they're not as popular because they don't have the thoughts on. They exist. There's a lot of them that talk about, I've been married for 30 years. They've been on Fresh and Fit. They don't get on with the host, but they've been on the daytime show. And they talk about how I got married. They're kind of older, but they're base, but they're older. They're like in their 50s, some of them in their 60s. They talk about being married and all that, but they're not popular because that's not the meta today. That's all I'm saying. The meta is the Fresh and Fit meta is the meta. They changed the game like Steph Curry. That's the meta now. So that's what people are going to do. That's why everybody's trying to have a bunch of hoes on their podcast. Even Mr. Let Go is doing it. Mr. Let Go is getting daily on the daily getting yelled at by Strags.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Blood pressure going up every damn day.
Niggas hustle backwards, bro.
Y'all see that nigga sit in the chair? He be getting yelled at.
It's like this, man. I see what Myron and Walter are doing. Now let me try to do the same with Strags. Hustling backwards.
You can hear Myron's voice. It's sort of like scratchy now, like you think he's smoking cigarettes now so much.
No. Yeah. But the thing is that the women that Myron and them bring on there, they make money. But if you try to do that with a panel of Strags and they're not UK Strags, hustling backwards.
That's what I said. When ARC made a video of this, he was invited to Fresh Fit. He kind of reneged because he's married, he have a kid now, but he had to think about it. Then Myron and Fresh changed their mind and everything. I told Alan, you're right, they changed their mind because you would have took over that show. Because he also made a point, like, you saw how Myron always getting on the Strags, someone so heavy, hard like that. He ain't really got to go overboard like that with them.
But ARC, anything about ARC.
He would not even go overboard with the Strags like that and everything. He would actually be having fun with them.
Hold on. Because see, this is the thing I disagree with. Every man has his own approach. Some guys are more like Myron and Trey. Some guys are more like ARC. ARC, this is why Obsidian and ARC had to fall him out, because Obsidian was mad that ARC wouldn't go in on the host all the time. I get it. All the time, every day. Come on, nigga. Like, okay, now there's an issue.
Yeah, you're not going to do
that.
But
sometimes you have to put your foot down. If you watch any of these shows, did y'all see that show with Pearl where that woman got drunk? And Pearl is a woman and she's done with these hoes. She was like, get out of my apartment. She had her bodyguard literally toss her out. He had to toss her out of the apartment.
Yeah, I remember that.
He had to toss her out of the apartment. Like, these hoes are disrespectful, bro. They'll spit at you. Like, you gotta put your foot down. And Pearl is turning into one of us. She's like, get out of my, you're done. Off, get out. Get her out of here. She's done.
But here's the whole approach and everything. Most of the time, they always talk about other sex subjects also too. And ARC know how to flip it against them. Like, you know what? I ain't got to go too hard and everything unless you disrespecting me. Of course, you got to do what you got to do. But
that's what Myron did. Wait.
Exactly. That's what Myron does and everything too. And technically, ARC would have took over that show. The way
No,
Kevin
but
Samuels
have
actually
you
did
heard
a couple times
ARC
also.
go in his prime, like when he's yelling at niggas and he told the story. The day he had the red pill awakening, he snapped out of the simp. He was with this woman and she was disrespecting and she was doing
Yeah,
this.
no, remember that story? I heard it multiple
Shut the
times.
fuck. He just told her to shut up. Like, come on now, it's in him too.
Shut the fuck
Especially
up.
that nigga.
Exactly. You gonna fuck me on what? Exactly.
He just snapped. He was just like, you know what? I ain't dealing with this.
Exactly.
Shut up. What we doing?
And then here's another side of the
she
issue.
gave him that pussy that same day too.
Exactly.
Another side of the
I
issue.
would have to say this, Myron. He can't do that with females. Not to say he's not capable of doing that, but technically he really can't do that to switch it.
Talking about he's yelled. He was.
Or maybe we just don't know. That's what I'm saying. Because
No,
I
noticed.
You remember the Silver Sable chick?
No, I noticed one of the chicks. She was called Quantum Physics or whatever her name was. He was banging her. She was on the roster. A couple of chicks he yelled at. They were sucking his dick. The girl that accused him was one of the girls that didn't agree with him, and she was sucking his dick. So like, what are you talking about?
Remember, as I said, remember Silver Sable?
I don't remember. I know he's talking about. Yeah,
the one Kevin Samuels got on that white girl.
But here's another issue that I.
For us, you expose Myron.
That freeze on rock, Mill.
Back at his crib.
Here's another issue that I see. Another issue that I see is the guys, the content creators who are pro family, are pro marriage. That the ones that constantly say that the law needs to change. The law needs to change. I'd get married if the law needs to change. They never have guests on that help them facilitate that goal. They never have guests on that help them. They never have guests on that help push that needle forward.
If anybody reads any Charles Gibson, he was a big real estate guy, Trump type dude who went down in the 90s. RIP to him. But one of the things he would always say is, look, when you're in somebody else's ballpark, you got to play by their rules. The way the situation's set up, you got to adjust to it and play by the rules. Like with the way Congress is and all the simps in Congress, and it doesn't matter race. Like the laws ain't changing no time soon. So you got to adjust fire. Getting on panels arguing day after day after day about policy, sounding like the nigga from the future, like it's worthless.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm not even talking about. I'm not even talking about.
They kind of run in silence in their own.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about arguing. I'm not talking about a panel full of people arguing about policy.
I know.
Let Freezone get it. Let Freezone get it. Let Freezone get it, y'all. Oh, go ahead, Freezone.
Yeah, I'm not talking about a panel of people arguing. And I know y'all feel me, but this is specifically the Trey. What I'm talking about is someone who is close enough, who is further, who is in that area that can make that happen. Like having them as a special guest. Like I don't see even the people who argue about policy, they don't ever have anybody in politics as a guest on their panel.
Because
anybody.
I remember this because I remember TFM was talking about this years ago. When the MRA movement was kind of strong. And what was that lady? I forgot her name. She was like a men's rights activist. And there was a whole talk about, well, why don't we have politicians on? And TFM said no politician worth his salt or who doesn't want to commit suicide politically is going to come on a MGTOW, red pill, manosphere panel because they know if they do that, everybody's going to say, see, they're what these extreme is. Like when MGTOW became mainstream before the red pill, MGTOW was first. When people became aware of that, they were using that as they turned the Southern Poverty Law Center classified them as a hate group. They're doing it right now with words like base and red pill, but MGTOW was first. That's why MGTOW died. And they were saying then if a politician gets, and there were a few politicians I saw on panels get on more on the white side, and those guys' career went nowhere because they just associated them with that crazy men's group trying to take women's rights away, blah, 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 blah. And that's why you never have these productive conversations with politicians. I would say the closest I've seen to a major politician making any tangible change would be DeSantis, what he did with fathers a couple of years back. That bill, I don't know the specifics of it, but that bill he passed to help fathers be more involved in their children's lives. I would say that would be the most recent that comes to mind of a big time politician, and everybody knows a household name actually doing something for men. Because in general, the MRA movement, the men's rights activist movement for about 100 years, they really haven't moved the needle that much. To be fair, and if any movement that has happened, it's been because of women. Like I remember there was a law that got passed. I forgot where, but they kind of amended like alimony laws because women were starting to make more, and so men were getting women who made more, and they would get divorced. The man would get the alimony, and so because of women, they actually rolled back the laws, but it had nothing to do with men. It just has to, And then I believe the transsexuals, what there was a law change because of them as well. So like transformers and women inadvertently have helped men like by the law more than men the MRA movement ever did. And they've been fighting for these laws for decades. I mean, there have been some small victories here and there, but they've been ineffective because women are the majority of voters. The politicians don't want to lose their jobs. They don't want to get voted out. So they're going to cater to their voting base, which is for the most part, especially if you're on the left, even if you're on the right, to a degree. If you're on the right and you don't cook out, they vote you out. Unless you're Trump, unless you're a transcendent guy like Trump who can grab them by the pussy and still make it. Most guys on the left and right, they're kind of pigeonholed. That's all I'm saying. I know what you're saying. I've seen these guys. I've been around for a while. I've seen these guys have these conversations, but they stopped doing it because who wants to hear? As soon as they say you was on this panel, it's it. It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's everything about image and everything. You know what I'm saying? They own personal stock and everything. Of themselves in the politic game. So you're not gonna see them on panels like this and everything. Not at all. They making moves, but it's in the background in silence. And or like Trey said, they move differently. They're making moves, but they moving in their own community. They forming like-minded people like themselves. They form their own community, and they have to just readjust us. Whoever's in presidency right now, like we all know, a lot of people don't like fucking Biden right now and shit like that for real. But he's the president right now, so they just readjusting until they get the president they want. But they still making moves to benefit themselves. They're not going to let certain laws change, like for example, you got with the transformer community, they trying to say if you tell your child that they can't become a transformer, hey, the government come and take them and everything, those people them right is going to go to war. But like, you ain't taking my kid. I don't care what they saying. But I'm down for my kid. Even with the right, tell them what I can't let my kid to do. Like, yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question, kid.
And a Matt Walsh will never talk to a Roll Tomasi.
Exactly. Right. Let me ask you a question, kid.
Yeah.
Do you think that if the MGTOW section rebranded itself to be more political, if the MGTOW section did a rebrand to make themselves more politically acceptable, do you think that would work?
No.
I don't think so, because it would just be another MRA rebranding.
Yeah.
I'm not pessimistic. It's just I've studied this and I've seen it fail so many times. They're just going to find a way to see, let's say, for example, Rollo Tomasi, for whatever reason, joined this group. They're just going to say, Rollo, he's the guy that wrote that book, The Rational Male. He's that.
Yeah.
They hate women. Like, if they see a guy, or they see a guy that's from a certain area, they're just going to. I don't. Only way is it was just a bunch of women. If it was just a bunch of women leading the charge from the front, and the guys were in the back being silent, that might be the only way.
That might work, they might want to say that's the women's movement. Bro, I mean, you got BGS saying that, the Itmore niggas saying that Pearl could be a tool to help push that agenda. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds nuts.
I don't think that
I don't think so. BGS is dumbass.
BGS said, let me tell you how stupid BGS is. Man, let me get this one. BGS said,
"Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man."
The Chinese government, Mao, treated his citizens better than America treats its black citizens, and we all know what Mao did to his citizens in the '60s. He killed 60 million people. BGS is not credible. You want to talk about somebody that's not credible? That nigga's not credible. I'm sorry. He's not credible.
I agree with you right there, kid, for real. I had to tell him one time, like, for real. Like,
the MGTOW community kicked him out because he kept trying to bring that leftist, pro-black, Black Lives Matter nonsense. They said, man, we ain't trying to talk about that, bro. We're talking about men and women. We're not talking about race. We're not even talking about politics. MGTOW wasn't even based around politics for the most part. They were just saying, all right, look, the laws are what they are. Protect your sovereignty. If you want to date. But if you cohabitate, you get married, you're not a MGTOW, because at that point, you don't have your own sovereignty for the most part. That's all MGTOW was. Everybody else tried to bring politics and race and all this nonsense. And then when the incels came, that was it. That's when it died. When the incels came and the black pillars came, they killed it, because then everybody said, oh, this is a bunch of black pillars. And that was it.
But y'all saw, like, and that's one thing that I really like what Myron did, is he checked that queen, that old auntie lady, that female pimp chick.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro.
She
Who-
kept crying. She
who you
pulled the
talking
female BGS. She kept trying to take it back to race.
Yeah. What's her name? Her name is She was on Tommy's show. Sister something. I forgot her name.
that queen maker chick.
They called her Martin Luther Weave in the chat. I forgot her real
Yeah,
name.
but here's the thing. She kept, she didn't realize she was dealing with a couple, white supremacists of color like us. And you guys, they look like you and all this. And Myron's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is about gender. This ain't got shit to do with daggone, race. The fuck are you talking about? This is men's and women's issues. But that's where kid is going with this. If the subject comes up of this and politicians or anybody high level, they got to go by the narrative, which is race. Male female dynamics, the default is the cuck. Regardless of which side you're on, you got a cuck.
That's a fact.
Yeah. That's why you got guys like Ben Shapiro and Matt.
can't.
We know they're not stupid. They're not dumb. They know what it is, but they'll never claim it. They'll never acknowledge it because one, they're married. I get it. But two, they know their base. They know that the right is a bunch of cucks. They just are. They wouldn't frame it that way, but the right is a bunch of cucks, which is why I'm not a conservative. I've never been on the right. I'm right-leaning centrist, but because, bro, they sometimes worse than the left, bro. They cook out so hard, bro. Remember that conversation Hood was having the other day on his panel? And he's talking about, like, politically, if the right wants to make some strides, they're going to take some risk and they're going to have to fight a little dirty. I know y'all saw that. We were talking about that in 2015, 2016 when Trump was in office. Like, dudes, we got to play by the book and we can't do that. We can't stoop to their level. That's what the right is on right now. They're ineffective. I mean, they're making laws, so you got to pay child support.
And the left is fighting dirty, right?
Bro, they wild. The right is so ineffective, bro. Like you.
Yep.
Citizen Lou has a point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't agree with his argument, like on its base, but he has a point. The right is relatively ineffective. They are.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, shit,
I wanted to talk to him that day.
Not on that day. In favor to balance certain things out. It's like it's getting more and more of the too much liberal shit. I'm getting sick and tired of it. I was like, damn, I may not like Trump, but I'm gonna vote for him for next term. Like, yo, because I need to see a balance, a change now, like crazy.
But fellas, man, I got to shut this down, y'all. I got to take off here, so I got to shut this down. But it's been fun. I've been running around getting ready this whole time. But man, I want to thank all y'all for coming through. SKC, Free Zone, Kid, Mel, everybody in the chat that stopped through. Thanks for coming through, Denise, Latin Splaining, Latin Patriot, Danny, Clue, Anna for coming up. Everybody, Laughing Dog. I'm just giving you shit, bro. Danny, everybody for coming through. Catalina for holding it down. Everybody, thank you.
That was a name.
Hey, salute to everybody, man.
Hey, y'all go ahead and give y'all closing thoughts, y'all. Y'all got it.
No, I ain't got nothing, man. Good stream as always. I'll see y'all.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing either. I'm gonna drop off, y'all.
Peace. See y'all later,
Hey,
man.
thanks, fellas. All right, so yeah, I don't know when I'll be back on, y'all. Y'all know I'm on hiatus. I'm up here doing the online working thing right now. I love being on the road or whatever, but I'm doing the online thing. And God dang it, Mrs. MBD is showing her whole butt to the neighborhood. The wind's blowing. God dang it, baby. But yeah, y'all, it's been fun. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through. I'll leave y'all with a little something, and thank you everybody that supported the channel. And David O2, thank you also for coming through. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.
Hi, I'm Dory. Let's go.
Is there anybody here who would like to see me run again?
I would. Yes, sir.
I wouldn't want to be anybody else. Hey.
Get your ass back! Get your black ass back!
What? What did you say?
Get your black ass back! 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 Get your black
If y'all got that back.